Started. Start.
Muted.
Rotated. Dry suspicion.
I was thinking about Kale just before we go live.
Oh, hang on. We are actually streaming. So.
Kale uses Kale's own name. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
But yes, it's third. Bishop Rand.
Well, I realized
you were worried that it would be like. I mean, it's a discussion site.
I mean, there's a few levels to it. One is really just me, and that like I communicate so much better one-on-one with people.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I initially think.
So you're a bit worried that the communications will be down. Search for ideas. Or perhaps two different ideas, having to interpret two different ideas rather than just the one.
Yeah, or where one gets like, but the good part, the interesting one was like, I was like, well, they don't have a Mac at the moment. I don't think they've got a computer. So they'd probably be joining via phone. And then I was thinking like there are services on there like where maybe maybe if they use Messenger, they could have like, I think Messenger has avatars and things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe they could use Messenger and I use Google Chat, and then they come in as a third person, like.
Because we've done Google Chat before, so it's not like it's.
But then
can't deal with.
But the third person then does brings in as an avatar via Messenger, so you can grab the two different things.
Yeah, separate parts of the screen and add them in. So yes, another live. Season 4, episode 4.
44.
Talk.
Numbers.
Talk is
numbers.
fucking cheap.
Oh, cheap.
It is. Plenty going on.
Yeah.
And good numbers. 44.
Oh, there's plenty going on. I had someone come upstairs, like I was just hanging out with the younglings this afternoon. And the neighbor like rocks upstairs to offer a piece of homemade almond cake.
Nice.
And
we do love special treats.
And asked me what I think.
Opinion.
He asked me my opinion. I said, "What do you think?" I said, "What about what?" Well, this guy just stabbed a baby and he was shot dead by other people. I was like, "Well, sounds like a good thing."
Yep. Shoot him
You
again.
Think so? I'm like, "What? Do you want people who stab babies just cruising around the streets, or what?" Like, you know, okay to kill them. That's fine. Don't worry about it. They're like, "Oh, I guess when you put it that way, I hadn't thought about it that way." I'm like, okay. Like, what other way is there to think about it?
Modern problems, modern solutions, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if I was just cruising down the street, just saw someone stabbing a baby, I'd fucking kill them.
Yep.
No more stabby. Stabby would be finished. That's it.
Take knife off and start stabbing them.
I mean, maybe I've made a mistake.
How do you like it? You like it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why he got stabbed as a baby and he wanted to pass that experience on to another.
This is how it felt.
Another child. Will never have children of his own due to his fucked up nature of being, but decided to select someone else's child as the stabbee.
The stabbee. Pass the stabbing on.
So
the stabbing can continue. Yeah, I mean, people are getting all tripped out about it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, as I say, maybe I'd make a mistake of that. Maybe the baby was at fault. Maybe it was getting its comeuppance. You know, we fucked this guy around for years, always ripping him off, stealing girlfriends off him, all that sort of shit. And you know, in the end, just fucking had enough. Just took the baby out. Somehow. I don't think so.
No. Defense.
I don't think the baby's got enough.
Defenseless child. Doubtful.
They've got their eyes. They can look up at you.
Those eyes of knowingness.
Oh, but I'm little.
staring at you like they're staring into your soul.
What's that? Oh. Mm.
Instantly
I've
know
heard
your
all sorts of things
secrets.
today.
Mm.
I've heard 4 people stabbed, gunshots, dead person.
Yeah.
My daughter running, not mine, but the person's daughter who was telling me, running out of Kmart while live streaming, going, "We're being attacked."
Wow.
And then I heard, 5 different hospitals. 5. There were so many people stabbed. There was like 5 hospitals, and if there was that many people stabbed, maybe it was a concerted effort. Maybe there was like multiple stabbers. And then there were
Could have
people
been a
actually, they
TikTok
got
challenge.
guns.
Could have been a TikTok challenge, Si.
Right.
You don't know. Maybe just throwing out on TikTok. You know, do yourself a favor, stab your best friend.
When you're out shopping today, give you a stabby.
Don't forget your shiv. That's it.
No.
While you're shopping, make sure you always got your shiv in your sock.
Shopping and shiving, you know?
Shopping and shiving, bro. Prison life. Prison planet.
Look, when you're going to a Westfield, I got to say, every time you go into a Westfield, I don't know if you're going to many Westfields.
I heard a good saying today, and that was if they could get out of here, why are they building bunkers? I thought that was quite poignant, you know.
Oh yeah, someone sent me a thing the other day. It was the same sort of idea, right? Not like that, but it was like a jet aircraft, like a jumbo. And the question was, if you have a jumbo jet, or whatever, the jet size is irrelevant.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It just has to be it has to be a jet engine. And it's trying to take off.
Yeah.
But then underneath it, you put like a tarmac-sized treadmill.
I saw a picture of that. Would it take off?
And I thought it through. And I said no. I had some rationale behind that. And in the end, like the person was like, "Yeah, that's quite reasonable rationale. Do you think it's real?" I said, "Look, if we could make warplanes take off while stationary, we'd do it."
Yeah, true. The army, the Navy, and those great big fucking
we would have evidence.
Aircraft carriers would be using that technology already. Correct.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's not hard.
No.
You just have something which was just feeling the resistance of the wheels, and it just speeds up.
Because effectively, what we use right now is just nothing more than a glorified giant fucking slingshot.
Yeah.
To get them up to speed.
Yeah.
Like
so we're actually using a slingshot.
When they fling a fucking, jet fighter off a aircraft carrier, they're basically using a little slingshot to get it up to speed, and so because of the shortened runway. Same when it lands, you've got a little net to catch it, so don't overrun.
Yeah, all you need is a treadmill, apparently. But the reason why I thought it wouldn't work technically, as opposed to just simply, like if we could, we would. So was like, the way jet engines work, as far as I'm understanding, as I understand, is like, so they accelerate and compress air so that it can become ignited, and then you shove accelerated, compressed, on fire air out the back, and you move along an air rail. So you're sucking in air from the front, and you're pushing it out the back.
Essentially creating yourself a little air rail in that.
An air rail. So if you then are not moving, yes, you can still suck the air in and accelerate at the back. But then where does the air come to replace it? Because normally you would have moved
there is
forward.
none. Because you're
none.
not gulping it and gobbling it down as you move forward.
Moving forwards.
Correct.
You're not moving forward. So now you're in a low pressure area, which
created
still
yourself
draw in air.
Yeah, you created yourself some low pressure, but other air will be rushing in to fill it. But it would you would not be like pulling it through. Because
no, I don't think you would. And I think that the engine would have to like spin so fast to try and keep sucking in air that effectively is further, like as the low pressure system is getting a bigger hole as you're pulling more into it. I don't think it would. I think it would disintegrate. It's not designed for that. It was designed to work on a rail.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Get that run up and then the wings to you know,
Lift.
lift
fucking
and obviously the,
air effect.
you know, the continued force of the air sucking and blowing, simultaneous air sucking and blowing. No, definitely wouldn't work. Treadmill.
I've got a few more mouthfuls of dinner and I'm done.
Mm.
Oh gosh.
Cheapenings. Very cheap. Any cheaper, and then we'd probably have to pay you. But we wouldn't. Because then it wouldn't be cheap anymore because we'd be paying.
No, it's not getting real expensive.
It started getting real expensive and then it wouldn't be worth it.
No. One of the people in the house showed me this dude. He watches this some YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's like a guy who does marketing experiments.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's the way I'd describe it. And so he does this thing for a burger. This guy say in LA or whatever's going on, best burgers in LA.
That's a pretty big.
Like,
that's a pretty bold statement, though. Yeah. You know, they'd want to be the best.
Yeah. And then he says, like, yeah. He said, well, will you put money up for that? Like, what if we ran like I'm doing that?
Money where your mouth is.
Put out on the radio, saying, you know, come and try this burger. It's the best. If it's not the best, we'll give you fucking $100.
Yeah, bang. Get them
lined up. People came queue around the block.
Yeah, lined up.
Also cost
just to tell you, or just to tell you how bad your burgers are. Get that 100.
So yeah, they
get that 100.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they were just like, you calling me a liar? You calling me a liar? With $100? Well, fuck, you gotta get him a lawyer. You calling me a liar?
That's it. You're the one to advertise it. I wasn't satisfied. Real sorry. Where's me 100?
Yep. So that it was a really bad
marketing. Bad marketing exercise. Yeah. Definitely a bad marketing exercise.
I would have said something more like, we've got the best burgers in town. You buy one, and if you agree with us, we'll give you a second one.
Yeah, you get another one for free.
For free, I don't know.
Bang.
Then everyone would be just like, this is the fucking best burger ever!
Twice round the block.
Yeah.
Just to get the free burger.
And every single person would say it was. You just have like hundreds, as many people.
To get the burger, all you need to do is log into our Facebook account, tell us how good the burger was. Bang.
And what do we do for you?
Well, then you get your free burger. You get the little barcode.
You don't even have to eat the burger. We'll just give you a burger.
That's it. You just tell us how good that imaginary burger was.
Yeah, we'll give you one.
We'll give you a free one. Yeah. For your loyalty.
We'll give
and your imagination.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
See, we're giving them away free ideas.
This is way more interesting.
Yeah. Giving away free burgers, mate.
It's already more amusing.
Everybody wants a burger. Everyone wants a free burger. All right, just the way it is.
Oh, I thought you were saying something completely different then, but yeah.
Burger.
Yes, indeed, you were.
Yeah. Well, there's burgers and there's boigers.
Oh, I thought you said
boiger. Everybody likes a boiger.
I don't know, you know.
It's just so sly. I mean, it's misheard lyrics all over again, isn't it? You know, you got to be so careful.
Oh, you do. You do. Yeah, I mean, being a boy is not cheap. Like, it's actually quite expensive.
Yeah.
Right? You know, yeah, it costs a lot of money. It's fucking expensive.
Keep them boigers.
Because it's like a continual project. You've got to continually like update.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because if you don't,
if you're not keeping up, if you're not keeping up with the Joneses, who are you keeping up with?
Yeah. I am. I've got so many different things to say. I don't even know where to start.
Just let it out, brother.
So the the new season of anime this week. So anime's showing down.
Oh, I've been loving it.
Season changeover.
Mm.
New season. Slime, new slime.
New slime
the new
out, cool.
slimes, it's all right, but I
Yeah.
gotta say, like the first 2 episodes are very scene setting. Like you sort of even haven't seen. They're like so much happened at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Where like slime became a demon lord, fucking took out
Upgraded.
armies, yeah, all the things. Like wiped out a whole, king and everything of another foul move. Like, so all this shit happened. So that's all got to actually be, and it was all happening sort of simultaneous. And so, like the prequel kind of like, the preamble like just sets you up, reminds you of what was going down.
The bit of please remember.
And then episode 1 is like basically Rimuru coming back to the town, and like a bit still more gap filling of what was happening, a little bit more gap filling. And then and then episode 2 is then gap filling with the other side, like
from the other angle. Yep.
Yeah, from the enemy basically, and gap filling all this lore and stuff in that needs to be known. So you're just sitting there watching 2 episodes of just world building,
getting updated.
No action, no nothing, just
pure
world building.
Pure updates. That's it.
Pure updates. It's like, whoa, okay.
Why did you just build a series in between it? Anyway.
But
well, it's similar to Friend, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like half the
it's hard to
Friend
say,
is like the new adventure, but it's also her reminiscing on the old adventure.
And that's such an interesting way of doing it too. Hey?
Comparing notes between the 2 adventures. Yeah.
And kind of at times realizing the significance of things, like by doing like the journey, like and then realizing,
didn't realize what the person was saying at the time, because obviously,
world doing
you are
things.
like the buzzing of flies to them.
Yeah.
You come and go so quickly. You are like the buzzing of flies.
Actually, I decided to follow Crunchyroll on Instagram, just to get a bit of news from it. I'm not really. Sort of, it's okay, but they do some cool. Anyway, they had these like things where they actually had the voice actors, and they sort of have the scene and then the voice actor, or they're doing like an English and then or Japanese and then English, and showing you like the difference. And
right,
I'm not sure why. Like it seemed like are they trying to like make you think that the dub's okay?
That nothing's been changed in the English dub. All the ideas are being transferred across in the translation.
But the personality never is.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the personality's lost.
There's a whole scene where Frierin's like, when
personality's like, lost in translation, always.
With the demon, you know, on the battlefield, like she's there and she goes, the one that's like does the balancing scales.
Yeah. Balance the power. I passed that one. Yeah,
you passed it. Yeah, so she's doing that. So they did that.
Didn't realize that Friend was doing the whole magic reduction. I'm just a little I'm a little Weffler. You're actually standing inside my magic zone. Here, let me just show you. Let me just show you. And just like extends it out to where it actually is, and then like the little demon was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. That was it. I was just oh shit.
Oh shit.
And I'm sure the English VA for Frieren was like is really lovely. And maybe people who like that. Oh, you're the one. You're listening to the English generally, aren't you? You did.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's seen the way that the English VA did it.
Ooh. Okay.
Wasn't cold, like just didn't have the coldness to it. Like it just didn't.
Like
it was flat.
Yeah. But she was more. She was more Malays than cold.
Yeah. Cold, like just nothingness, like just.
You are.
Man, I watched that. Yeah. I watched the episode like more than like once. I just wanted to confirm, like in the Japanese, you're just like, that is like cold ass motherfucker right there, man. Like it's like
that's one cool ass honky.
Yeah. Then there's just something like that just doesn't. And I don't know that it, yeah, anyway, I wonder. So some cool anime this season though, so far is that they're just, I wasn't expecting, but like one is called Grandma and Grandpa Get Young Again.
Oh, nice. Plenty of stories about that going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this is like just the first step. And so it's pretty basic. Grandma and Grandpa, you know, old, last legs kind of thing, you know, grandma's sick. Um, they run an apple farm, you know, they're out there doing a little apple farm. You know, you see that in Japanese sort of not rural but semi, like just on the edges of towns and
edges,
things. And we've been looking after this for hundreds of years. It's our responsibility to look after this land, you know? And so they go and they're like, oh, I remember when we got married, I was so poor, I couldn't take you on a honeymoon. And then they go down and then it's fine. Oh, where was that apple, that first apple tree we planted? And, you know, it broke. And they go down and, oh, here it is. Yeah, we patched it up. It's amazing how nature like just reforms itself and like can just renew. And then they both look up and they're like, huh? This tree's got an apple on it. You know,
single golden apple.
It's presented as gold. Yeah, it's presented as gold. I mean, to me,
how did I even know that? Like,
I don't know. It was so obvious. Yeah, like, they're not. Yeah, it's not. So they eat the apple and they wake up the next morning and they're like 25, but they're still got grey hair, well, white hair, like that full hair, but white. Like it's cool. But and then everyone like, and then it's just, it's got a bit of a hornbag sort of angle to it, to be honest. And the first one was all about sports.
25-year-old libido returns.
Yeah, but with the but there's always sort of things like just really, it's clever. Like someone's really thought through. Like they do a 3-legged race. Why is, you'd find out when you watch it. But but of course they've known each other for 70 years. They know exactly how each other walk.
Yeah.
You know, so now they're just in perfect sync. Just it's like they're not even. It's like they're just 2-legged. Like it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's funny, absurd, and like the granddaughter's like got the full hots for him, and like you know.
Poor grandpa.
But like everyone's going but everyone's going grandma as well. Like, but everyone's accepted that they're like, even their children, their friends, like they just turn up to the neighborhood center to still do the normal things.
Yeah.
But
they're young now. Yeah. Like not even acknowledging it. Like
barely.
Yeah.
No, aware of it. And I'm just sort of like, oh yeah, they got younger. Yeah, they're getting younger now.
It's their thing.
Yeah, as it goes. That's absurd and funny, and I look forward to seeing them lewd, like barely
innuendos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if we took it too seriously, then you just decide everyone was just like incest mad fucking weirdos. But it's I don't know. It's just like I don't know, like in the comments somebody's gone, well, this is the first time I've seen like you know, not like what is it, like brother love, like grandfather love, like, you know, like and grand, like where people are all like chasing after. I don't know, it's funny. Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
And the other one is what's it called? It's these girls going on a train trip. So hang on, I'll just bring up Crunch.
Yeah.
Z-back.
Well, I've been thoroughly enjoying the jobless reincarnation. Like,
it's new season's just started.
I've just seen that it's dropped 13.
Yeah, dropped there.
Yeah.
Train to the End of the World. So Train to the End of the World. It's a few years' time. We're launching 7G, the 7G mobile network. You know, and Japan was behind on 4G and 5G, but we're fucking smashing it out now on 7G. And so they managed to find somebody who gets off the train just randomly there. And they're like, yeah, average citizen, you're going to press the button to activate the network and turn on 7G. It's going to be more data than ever. We're going to be like streaming, like it's ridiculous. It hits the button and then it just like the whole world just goes nut. Like, like space and time shifts, like people turn into animals, like it's just
complete randomization just happens.
Complete randomization, haywire.
Yeah.
And so the story is these 4 girls, and they're in a small town. Everyone's animals. when they will turn into animals too, and then as you live longer, eventually you just become an animal. But not everyone's an animal. Other people are some things, other things.
Yeah.
That's not important. And they get on this train and they're cruising. Anyway, that's so far that's been them getting on the train, and see episode 2 is them getting to the next town. Like, which no one thought was possible. So it turns out like the thing's actually sponsored by Japan Rail. Like it's an ad. It's basically the goal of it is to put back in people's minds how beautiful and interesting and like unexpected
train rides can be. Yeah.
Well, those little ones, like not the big mainline trains, but in Japan they've got a lot of like
the smaller
carriage ones.
Yeah.
That just go to like little rural towns and up hills, and they're often in stories. You'll see like
the smaller choo-choos.
Yeah, they're just like a little electric 2-vehicle thing or 3-vehicle thing. These small trains. So I think they're trying to like. So it's a promote. It's a promote. Like rail. It's an ad, but it's a
turned out to be an animation, but it's an ad.
Yeah, it's an ad. Yeah, so the series called Train to the End of the World is.
Well, you got to get to that target market. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to get to the younger generation, then the target market is anime, isn't it? You're going to push a message.
You got to remind them of the beauty. They can have like adventures as friends.
That's it. Create their own adventures.
Own adventures. And Bartender, Glass of God.
Bartender, Glass of God. That good.
With all real. It's so good. Apparently this is a remake, but it's like it's all real brands. Like all of the brands in there are all like if
actual
in anime
current brands.
Like McDonald's, or whatever.
Oh,
like
it'll do the
gaggle
fake
like
version,
the fake version. But this is all real brands, and literally like then full screening them and stuff. Going, as he's making the cocktail, and so it turns out that like part of it's like it's Suntory is one of the sponsors. It's half an ad. It's half an ad. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Like I said, they're realizing that the young and poor. Not just the young, but pretty much everyone's watching anime now.
That's it. So you just get to watch 12 episodes, 13 episode ads that are just beautiful and
well made.
Just really well made.
Engage the subject, which is the glory of the train trip.
So tell me what you think about Mushoku Tensei.
Jobless.
Yeah, Jobless. Mushoku Tensei.
Very good. I've really enjoyed it so far. Like it's been super amusing and just very well made and very well put together.
Yeah. And do you like how it's like it's a show for adults?
It is. It's not really for youngins,
Yeah, and not just because it's got like adult themes, but it really does actually. I don't know,
a lot of the overtones. The overtones are designed to be adult. Yeah.
Yeah, to connect to adults. Like sometimes when it first came, when I was watching it, there's a lot of younger people clearly who were commenting who didn't grasp a lot of things or saw it very narrow, shallow, in the detail of what you're looking at, it's weren't grasping sort of the contextual
why
nature
is he saying this or why is he saying that?
Yeah.
And doubting himself.
Did you just not even did you not even see what he was just doing? Why would he even so watching this basically a person grow out of being an incel. More than an incel.
And into
coming back from being strapped onto the side of his school.
And the only interactive knowledge he's had has been with games.
Yeah.
That's his whole
he's having to learn how to socialize.
Yeah. Reconnect.
And I think they play that really well, like as the evolution of the character. Like it's not tended to cheaply. You know, there's a richness to that. Where are you up to in that?
Well, I'm up to the late. I've basically finished and up to the next season. So yeah.
So he knows who Fritz is, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the opening. The whole thing at the school with the two girls, like the Beast girls.
Oh, yeah.
Cat girl. And when he like basically kidnaps them and like ties them up.
Yeah. That was awesome. In his room. Yeah.
But once again, it was like this. There's like these lads. Like one level, you're looking at it like is he being a pervert? You know,
or just being protective.
Well, also just taming.
Well, they were really mean to him, weren't they? So,
yeah.
You know, it's his taming of the shrew moment.
It was.
Oh, you got a little mouse. Okay, you eat it out there.
Their engagement when their first scene in episode 1 of the next season is fucking classic. It's
right.
So good.
I'm looking forward to it then.
I won't say
don't spoil.
It's so funny.
Spoil not.
It's too good, man. Yeah, look, there's some yeah, that's a great one. Oh yeah. I almost didn't. Well, actually, I don't think I did. Or did I? Yeah, I wasn't, because I'm not generally into isekai, but I sort of people. There's also a Konosuba.
Is it? Yeah, I've been watching Konosuba. I'm up to season 2. Season 2, episode 1. So
yeah, I haven't launched it yet. And I'm kind of interested in this thing called Kaiju number 8, which is like coming in like, I don't know, it had a countdown on the front of the Crunchyroll website, so it must be pretty soon. 4 hours and 28 minutes.
I'm trying to carve through a couple at the same time, but I get into one and then I'll just basically cram it.
Oh, because you're still catching up.
Yeah, I'm way behind, bud. Like you said, you've seen a lot of this stuff already, and I've ever since the separation. I've just basically all I've been doing is trying to catch back up again.
I think it was around, for me, would have been around 2.0. Well, it's not that I never got out of it, but when I really connected to
because the X wasn't really into anime. Online. Yeah.
Because I was always used to it being available through certain like pathways.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, accessing pirate content and just going, oh, whoa, excellent. But yeah,
where's this coming from? Yeah, where's all this content coming from? And then discovering Crunchy.
Crunchyroll? No, Crunchy was a pirate site
initially, and then became legitimized.
Yeah, it's now like the big that runs the fucking world of it. And
yeah.
By Sony.
Yeah.
And it was
but initially,
totally a pirate site.
That's right.
It's cool.
Well, humble beginnings, but
yeah, I mean, well, that's all you could do. So, but as soon as I knew
there was no service which was available to get hold of that, unless you were ordering.
The moment I found out
ordering the DVDs directly from the companies overseas.
It was like 2010, I guess, for me. Maybe 2010, 2011. I learned 2011, I reckon. And maybe I learned about Crunchyroll somewhere in there, 11, 12. But maybe it was 12 even. Yeah, 2012. Anyway, as soon as I found out, I subbed, and that was that.
Dunk.
And I think like
end of story.
1 or 2 things I've like gone to pirate sites for ever since, and otherwise not. And if I can't, then I won't. But that's like, I would love to watch One Piece Man. One Punch Man, sorry.
One Punch Man.
One Piece Man. I'd love to watch One Punch Man, but I've never had a platform that allows me to watch it. So
yeah,
I've never seen it. I could buy it, I suppose, but that's like a.
Isn't One Punch on Crunchy?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't think it is it? No, I mean, I've never been aware of it. They're doing the movie.
Yeah, it's coming up.
But One Punch is not on there. One Piece. Yeah, there's no One Punch. I don't know why. I don't know how they haven't got it. There's probably a big story behind it. But
Yeah.
but so yeah, and then I just
Well, it's still affiliated, isn't it? So they're still playing it on mainstream TV.
yeah, I mean it's out there. Like somebody's got the rights to it. Like
Yeah, maybe they only allow that
but
transmission of it.
but yeah, and so when people ask me, like, say when I was like when doing stuff with Smash and stuff like that, people say, "Oh, so what's your favorite anime?" And it's like, what? And you get into this thing for me. I guess you go like I've moved into seasonal thinking.
Mm. What's your
So
favorites?
there's
Yeah.
many
What's your
this
favorite anime
season
due
because
to the season? Yeah.
this season because like historic like otherwise I just start
Your
listing
favorite winter anime?
of 2022.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah,
I can
that's
tell you
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can point at that. Yeah, let's bring up the list. But yeah, and so I think like it and then what I try and do, like if there's if there's light seasons, like where maybe there's only like 5 or 6 things to watch or something, then I'll go and I've tagged all these ones,
Yeah.
and then I'll just go choose. Then I'll go and binge, you know. Or if something comes out and I realize that I've now understood the error of my ways, and where like 3 years ago I ignored that thing because it just looked like
It didn't take your interest.
yeah. Now it's come back to
Speaking
season
about
2.
friend, I'm going to do a quick background change.
Go.
So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
got my friend out.
Oh, I haven't actually seen. Hang on, I have to switch to Twitch. Oh, hey. Yeah, I don't know if she's that thick, but anyway, I
No,
appreciate
I'm
it.
just it's an artistic rendition. So
Mm.
yeah, don't
And I mean, it seems quite reasonable. Like at one, you could be offended, like because it's sexualization of like Freerin, but she actually has like some kind of like fetishy relationship with, um,
the chests
yeah, with mimics.
with
So I
mimics.
mean, I, it seems I can't fault it. I think it's
No,
on point,
no, I think
because
it
I
is on
think
point.
Freerin approved. I think Freerin would approve.
Yeah, yeah. She'd be very embarrassed about it and extremely pink, but
She'd be a bit, yeah, she'd be pink, but she
mm,
would otherwise get it. Yeah, she'd
yeah.
probably actually start thinking about it.
Ooh.
It could be the moment that turns
Mm,
Freerin, I think. If she saw this artwork, she'd be
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, hang on.
Maybe them humans have got it right.
I think I've been missing out on some things as an elf here. I gotta get into some shit. Like,
I'm just gonna go hit the dungeon. I'll catch you guys in a couple of hours.
yeah. Just don't mind me. Yeah.
I will return.
And the other thing is,
Victorious.
she doesn't like clearly
Mm,
like when like Fern or whatever's pulling her out.
yeah.
She doesn't need anyone to help her be pulled
No,
out. She could get
no.
herself out.
Quite
She's
easily.
choosing
Yeah, yeah.
to.
To be
She
rescued.
chooses the length of time
Yeah,
she's in there.
yeah, yeah. Chooses to be rescued.
She chooses to be rescued. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, she... so she's got a fetish.
Just hang out there
Yeah,
for a bit. Yeah.
yeah, she's got a, and she's been in dungeons by herself, like for
Yeah, many times.
100 years. Dungeons,
You
calling
can't
it.
you can't fool us, friend. We know.
No, we know what goes on
We're
with those
we're
minutes.
completely aware.
Mm. I mean, they're quite at your mercy, really. I mean,
Mm.
I mean, they can bounce about. They don't really run around.
No,
Hey, here's the question. So we're talking about role playing.
yeah.
Where does this go? No. So, okay. As a mechanic in a game,
Mm.
game mechanics, right?
Yeah.
Robbing, being robbed, stealing, robbing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
The theft.
It's just
Yeah.
robbing from the person,
Mm.
right? So not robbing a house, like, but robbing the person.
Right.
Um, if you're robbed, like generally, so in games generally, if you're robbed by an non-player character or a monster, you're notified of that.
Mm-hmm. You'll get the hey, you've been robbed or something's
Been
missing.
robbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And equally so, the NPCs, like, well, not in all, but like, no, generally, like if you rob a character, even if they haven't, so they haven't seen you do it, but then they have magic eyes that can see inside your pocket and determine that you robbed them if you come and fight them again later on. Like if you come back 5 minutes later, or next to whatever, time's irrelevant. Like that's generally in most games. So, but yes, like, oh, thief, you know what I mean? It's like they also know. And is that realistic? So game mechanic wise, like what do you I had a discussion with the younglings today.
Well, that'd fall under the initiative of you know, the stealth of it, you know.
Yes. So do you think that actually theft then works in a gradient, like where you're like 100% successful,
non-detected?
the person
Yeah,
non-detected at all?
completely
You don't.
non-detected.
Then the player character does not know.
They just thought that they lost the item.
Well, they don't even know that then. Like it
Item's
happens
been misplaced or whatever.
But
When
no,
they go
I'd
to
say
look for
no.
it.
Do you think no message? Yeah, exactly. No message
Yeah.
comes up. It's just not there. Like you don't. And they write to the developer, you know. That's been the response probably would be right to the developer. I fucking had this like crown of the blagger in my inventory and then I went there, it was gone. There's a bug in the game. I know. Did where were you?
Yeah, that's it.
In the last one. Oh. you got mugged.
You
What the fuck?
you went into the tavern and you drank a lot, and all of a sudden the item suddenly disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember vaguely waving it around in the air, and then after that you blacked out, and then it disappeared.
You have just them. Now that's it, right? So what you can actually build into the game is a system. Like, so there's maybe a whole heap of other opportunities where you don't know what's happened, right? Like, but that's a really easy one. Like, and so when you realize something's missing, you have an opportunity to make a roll effectively against whatever.
Remembering
yeah,
roll.
To remember, like,
recall roll.
That dude with the yellow hat.
Hang on, I was with that dude with the yellow hat, and we were drinking.
And
he was the last person that I remember that I was showing the item to before I blacked out.
That's right.
From the drink that was spiked because he wanted to steal the item.
You go find the guy, and he's actually got a whole story. Just like, no, you gave it to me because we were such good friends. I was like trying to give it back to you.
Yeah, and you're like, nah, you take
but
it.
now
what's
this?
yours.
You
come try and steal it off me now? It's just like pulls a revolver vessel on you, calls the guards. This man's trying to steal my item. But it's my item. No, you gave it to me. A sign of friendship.
We don't teach those two-faced people around here. Out you go, out of the town. You're turfed out. My possessions are still in the inn. That's your problem. Lose all things.
We don't have them. We don't have them human givers around here. Thanks very much.
The players left with the option of, like, you know, to considering themselves whether to just go in there and just hunt the village down to get their items back. Now, let it go.
rolls a 1 on a d20, fails miserably, goes back, burns the town to the ground.
Yeah, now that's a fun thing when you do that sort of stuff, actually, where you go, I want to leave that to the DM, and then like the game master's all like, all right, okay, well, you're gonna roll on there, right? Yeah, right.
Well, if it's anything lower than a 5 on a d20, then you're definitely going back to the town. Roll is instantly. You don't even think. You just automatically go into NPC player, NPC game master.
Starts moving.
Game master just automatically goes back and just starts setting fire to everything.
You're trying to stop the thing. No.
Pyromaniac trait engaged.
That's actually also a very interesting game mechanic. Like imagine that in a video game, like you're playing the thing.
Kleptomania and pyromania and all these different
manias. You make that roll and you actually lose control of your character.
That's it. Like the manias actually end up creating the PC or the computer takes over, or the gaming master takes over. Becomes a controller until you make another roll and then try and regain your sanity. Yeah.
And so it's a more meaningful form of confusion. You know, like
Yeah.
confusion's often just like your
Just
sticks
standing
wobbling.
there. Yeah, that's right. Twiddling and
No.
birds
Like you actually
fly.
lose control of your character, and your character starts cruising off doing shit. Like, and you're just like, no. Oh, yeah, that's some really interesting stuff. Like dealing with human. There's something with the relationship between that kind of thing and what you lose your agency. Like I
Yeah.
think that players
Yeah.
would actually have like be distressed.
That's it.
You could put them in real distress. Yeah.
My character would have never have done that, but under these circumstances,
he chose to. Yeah, he chose. There'd be a trade-off. It'd be like you'd be faced with this like a situation like that. Like you go, okay, well, how do you get all your things back? And the game just gives you like, you know, you're coming out of the town, it just gives you the obvious options, like. You know. And I mean, and that's
regain items from charred remains.
says Final Town. Gets known as. I yeah, this is all part of I'm assembling this sort of structure in my mind. And I've been.
But the
been
game
brainstorming
dynamics
stuff.
for what you're going to be working on with your own game.
Yeah, man. I think theft's a good one. Like, yeah, that you don't necessarily know, or you have a sense that something happens. Something is.
Well,
Something's
you know,
amiss.
a lot of people have a third sense when they feel something's not
something's
right.
amiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's amiss.
So, you know, having that ability to, I don't know.
And depending, it might
roll
be like
for initiative to see whether or not you know, say for instance, look around or, you know, while you're being robbed or you're asleep, so you open your eyes and maybe get a glance of the who's robbing you.
And in video game dynamics, that's just like a live roll that's happening constantly. Like that check's being made every X, you know.
Automatic, and if you hit a certain parameter, then it you know, your character's eyes open or whatever, or you glance around to see what's going on, or make a
get a little notification.
Intuition roll. You know?
Yeah. Your intuition. I think it'd be nice to know that too. Like, yeah, like your intuition tells you, like whatever the stat is, your intuition, you know,
tells you that this particular character is very suspect. Is looking and behaving suspectly. Suspicious. Highly suspicious.
Oh, AI. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. So, I hope I'll try and explain. So, DeepMind project, AlphaGo, AlphaZero, and then like chess and all that stuff. So they've just released a new paper. And this new model, this new AI, it's really interesting. So the difference is in how it learned and what it learned.
Yeah. What it gleaned. Yeah.
And so the sort of, you know, the basic model is a search model.
Yep.
For playing chess, you know, as an example, like it searches through all the things to find the most likely.
Well, the most advantageous movement.
Yeah, and in chess it might play through like it might play through into the end of game. It might play at branch points and, you know, play out all of these, you know, all the moves. And the speed at which they can do that is, you know, effect, etc., etc. And
yeah.
So what this one does is it was only shown moves, like single moves. It was just
rather than strategies. Yeah,
just single moves. And it was shown moves over 60 days. It took it 60 days of watching moves to become a grandmaster. However many games that was, fucking who knows?
Obviously creating its little patterns as it went along. Yeah.
It just watched the moves
for success.
Yeah. What took what? You know, I guess something that happened.
Well, when it gets past that whole initial, because you know, sacrifice of pieces.
Oh, look,
understanding the value of sacrifice of peace. Yeah.
Well, hold that thought. because that plays into the psychology piece of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what this one has done, and they're sort of like, the guy was sort of saying, like, look, in some regards, it's not the best chess system.
No.
Like there are
Better ones.
the search one's still a little better,
Mm.
but the thing about this thing is, and one was that what this was all about was that, one, this isn't actually about chess. So the thing was, it didn't learn chess. It's taught itself the algorithm. And so what it's learned is the algorithm for chess.
Of the moves.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
well, the basic movement. And I
Yeah.
mean, any
the
person,
algorithm.
any child that plays chess, I mean, they get told how the pieces
Yeah,
move and
There's an
whatever else.
algorithm.
And then
But
as they develop their gameplay and play against others, and they create their strategies.
yeah, but instead of it being told what the strategies were,
Mm.
or taught, like it. So yeah, I think there's like, I was speaking to one of the patriarch of the house, and it took me a while to explain, and he managed to get it. Like, I didn't really manage to explain to him, so maybe it'll work the same for you, because it's this kind of weird thing. So yeah, it didn't. Yeah, so it didn't learn how to play chess. It learned how to. It learned how to make the algorithm for chess.
Yeah. I'm getting you. Yeah.
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 So by seeing all the data, it worked out the like it didn't.
Algorithm to
Yeah.
play. Correct.
Yes.
Mm.
Not. Yeah. It worked out the algorithm to play it.
Rather than just going, the values of each piece is such and such, and then as you take those
totally
values away, and then adds
It
up
wasn't
to
given
this.
any of that information.
Yeah. Because that's what the normal deep mind and
Yes.
that work on. They
Yeah,
work on
exactly,
the full
exactly.
core strategy
Like a
value.
chess player.
Yeah,
like a chess
correct.
And this is like.
It's
this is
basically relearnt how to play chess, but it's actually, while it's being relearning how to play chess, it created the algorithm for chess.
Correct.
So I got it, and your housemate didn't. Yeah.
Oh no, he did get it too. Like, he had his own different, complete way of getting it. It was interesting. But basically that, it taught itself. It made the algorithm. It's, which is really huge, right? And then what they're saying is, like, the point of it is like, as well, as that it's not.
Well, that's a massive step.
It's a massive step,
especially in for machine learning. If you wanted to say, for instance, you want to do my job, okay, well, you come and follow me and you watch what I do, and then you just basically copy what I do, and then you can do my job.
No, but it doesn't copy what you do. So it doesn't present a huge data set, then select the next move that's right. It comes up like it, by observing it. It makes like the dough of the thing, the dough of chess, like, like the way, like Bushido or Endo.
Yeah. Chess dough.
Yeah, so like if it followed you around, it'd be the dough of that. It'd figure that thing out, and then it could be, which is like such a fucking interesting thing. And
that's a big
the
leap
efficiency.
in the
and because instead of
general
having to do this
intelligence, isn't
massive,
it? That's a big leap for general intelligence, something like that.
Yes, because of the performance perspective, right? Because then instead of having to run this big data search, like in inference, and then look
it
through
just
the
plays
options,
it to the algorithm.
Yes. So it can, like, if you've got a GPU, I can't remember how many it could do per second, like chess moves of like at this level, like a full grandmaster, right? But just even on a basic CPU, it could pump out 1 or 2 moves a second.
Wow.
And
that particular code. Yeah.
Yep. Because it's the algorithm to do it. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Got it, totally. So on a standard phone, it can probably do. It could probably play you at a grandmaster level with 1 second of thinking time.
Wow.
Yep.
Unheard of.
Yeah, I know.
That's just crazy. It's awesome, and it's crazy.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Awesomely
Yeah.
crazy.
And so this dovetails back into what you were asking before, adding in before, right at the beginning, right?
Mm.
And around the psychology.
Yeah.
And we need to like stop trying to say this is how you do maths and show it numbers.
Yeah.
You know? Like don't
Don't teach it the way. Well, that's essentially it's all going to fall back to.
Algorithms.
Don't teach it how we do it. Teach it how it's going to do it.
Yeah. Show it what happens, and let it let its own psychology figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Like how you do it.
Trial and error.
Like we
do.
Well,
sort of, kind of, but
yeah,
but not the same as us. Yeah.
No, but that's the thing, is like letting go of trying to teach them how we do it.
No, that's completely the wrong way of thinking. Yeah.
It's good for them to know how we know how to do it.
Well, maybe they should use us as a reference for how not to do it. Don't do it like the humans do it. Do it different. Oh, okay, no worries. And then they get it. They do it better because they're not stupid.
Well, perhaps not. Don't do it the way humans do it. Look at all the way humans have done it, and there must be a better way than even that. Because we've already tried those ways, so don't bother with them. You know what I mean? So keep monitoring us, because we're going to keep trying ways. And there's we've got 8 billion units all simultaneously testing, how to exist.
Yeah.
So
the ways of being,
we've got,
of course, yeah.
Yeah. So we got a sample rate up. We're going for it.
Yeah.
Already.
And we commonly share our memes amongst each other, so
totally, yeah. The memes are the memes are written on
that's it. That's our special language, the memenings.
The memenings. Have you read how long's it been since you've read Diamond Age?
Quite some time.
Should
do a reread.
Yeah, maybe a listen. I wonder if there's a good
audio book.
Yeah,
I'll bang it in an audio book.
I wonder where that is. Do you know where there's where?
I'll find it.
Yeah, but
I am the one that finds.
I own the book. I've purchased the book 3 or 4 times.
I'll probably even buy it next time I go down the freaking bookstore. Probably
I've got a digital. You know what annoys me? I've got a digital copy of it.
Yeah.
On my phone, I bought it. I own a digital Apple Books version of it, and I can't use the speech text to speech, because you've got to buy an audio book. You're like, fuck you.
What the face?
I know.
I
know. It's rude.
That is rude.
You're not allowed to read out my words that I've purchased
vocalizing the book.
Read out.
Vocalizing the book does yeah.
It's illegal.
Transfer of copyright.
But there's the whole the drummers, and so the British guy in his quest and he goes on the horse he's been issued when he goes to Vancouver, and he starts traveling south on the robotic horse and gets to this sacred sort of ground near the ocean, and there's a woman there who's completely covered with nothing else, no clothing. She's just got her skin is full LED, she's a monitor, she's just got full display going. Her skin's just a tattoo, digital ink, just total wild. And then they do their various things, and then they enter the I don't know, the orifice, the vaginal entry to the under ocean world of the drummers.
Yeah,
where he's trying to find the person. Yeah, he goes into drummer world. Yeah, I mean those the drummer world, man. That's the tattoo you want. I'd freaking have skin like that. But that's the memenings. That's
ultimate memenings.
I think that's the best modern description I've so far seen of he's really into that, because in Snow Crash it's the memenings are happening through the special church of whatever his name is, special old mate's church, and making the combination digital and human.
Church of the Overthink.
Yeah, well. basic things. Hey, I really look. I gave the car $2,000 this week. I was doing this as one of my business partners.
They do get hungry, them vehicles.
I invested. Yeah.
Yeah.
$2,000 investment. I thought, well, and that's been so that's 2 plus brakes was 1, 3, and then tires. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've put 4 and 5. Yeah, I put $5,000 into it.
That's a bit.
But yeah, just in the last year or two since in Sydney,
But
I've got another $2,000,
obviously,
$3,000 to put into
it is your money earner, so.
And it's also my vehicle. Just simply, I mean, it is. Besides the money owner, and that is its role. It needs to pay its way in life. Because they're expensive fuckers. No, I'm still like even if I'd sold it for nothing because it's got I have to do all of these things before it's really sellable. Otherwise, yeah, here I'm going to sell it to you with main steel leaking transfer.
Yeah, major
transfer
issues.
case leak.
There's a discount because you will have to fix these things.
Yeah, which is more than the price of the car, so I'll have to give it to you for free. Yeah, and so then I'll have to go and buy. This is cheaper. I can afford to. I can't, but I wish I had that $2,000 in my bank right now. But I will have more as a result. And the car feels so good. It feels lighter to drive. It feels like it's like when you press on the accelerator, it feels like less effort's happening everywhere. It's just
running as it should.
Running as it should.
Factory reset.
Lovely little gentleness, Yeah. I asked him, and he said there was no other issues.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah. And they're right under there. I mean, yeah, I've done most of the things. Can't think what else should. I mean, when they present, you deal with them.
Yeah.
The rolling story of the story.
Then
and eventually, what's the?
There is there's proactiveness and then there's reactiveness. Now, when it starts.
In a car, I don't think
pretty much.
This.
You can be pro-reactive by changing the oils and topping the fluids and keeping the tires in place. That's just gradual wear and tear of the vehicle. So that becomes reactive when it stops doing what it's supposed to be doing or makes a lot of noise while it's doing it. Then the reaction is to have it looked at and repaired.
And I guess, in that regard, with the car, to have a car in your life, to have a car in your life, besides that, it costs at least $100 a week. That means 75. I don't know, $100, probably without fuel. Without fuel.
Without
the
feeding,
car.
Without feeding it, that's it.
Yeah, it's the $100
starving the car.
Just having a car. And that's not replacing the car either. That's just having
it's purely
permission.
Tucking away for the maintenance permissions.
No, just permission.
Permission with the the numbers. Pay for the numbers.
Permission.
Pay for your numbers on the front. That's it.
Yeah. And the insurances and all that. If they'll be over $50 a week.
For the numbers, you gotta buy the
$50 a week now.
Gotta get the full just in case package.
And then you just do the other things tires and all the other basics. $100 a week.
Yeah.
That's the cost of a car.
To be tucked.
Yep. And what's interesting about here's the interesting. Well, and you know what? Like you're saying, it has to be tucked until required, because it's one of the only asset class, non-asset classes, expense classes that you can't prepay. Like electricity, a lot of utilities, all sorts of things.
You can stack. You can stack on it. Yeah, do the stacking. Stack as much as you want. No.
But you go to a car, try and pay your insurance in advance, just going, can I just pay a monthly in advance? Oh, no, you go on a monthly plan and pay more. No, I'm just going to give you, I've already pay a year and I'm just going to pay monthly then. Oh, no, we'll give you them. And you can't. And all of the things like your car rego and everything. you have no number to pay. You have to go to a service and put your number in. So you have nowhere like that an account or anything that you can put money at. They can only, it's set up for you to never be able to like
Stack.
for example, like your car registration. Why why can't you just pay that for $10 a week? Like, how's that not possible? It's fucking stupid. Like, it's intentional.
Well, I guess they don't with the utilities and that. I imagine that the necessity for the payment is always going to be required, and therefore they've made facilities to have, like a stackable facility to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
because your electricity is a continuum in your life.
Yeah,
like, you're never not going to have it.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
But you may not always want to.
Domain host. You're always
you
going
may
to have
not
it.
always want to have a car. You may not always want to have the, car registered. So therefore, they would never have that. But if you think about it, the two different services, like the registration, it's governmental. So the government doesn't want to stack your money because then they owe you. Maybe that's just the basics of it. That's the true basic nature of the whole thing, is the government doesn't want to have to owe you.
Yeah.
Either you owe it, or that's it.
We're not talking.
We don't
talk. That's it. Yeah.
We never owe you. We never owe you. Ever.
Yeah. And if you're coming asking for any grant money or anything like that, it's just we'll make you pay.
Yeah.
We'll actually we'll employ all these people at more money than you'll ever earn in your life
to monitor and to watch over your
return. Your pittance as a recipient. Yeah.
Whereas the others, I mean, obviously they're not they're government control, like they might be government controlled or monitored, but they're not owned by the government, so may allow you to stack. But then again, that doesn't work for the insurance, does it? Insurance you should be able to pay in advance, but
well, no, but they do. They will let you pay. They'll take from you monthly at a higher rate.
Yeah,
they'll pay you. Yeah, they'll charge you for the privilege of being able to afford to pay for them. That's what it is. It's like, all those kinds of things. It's like, I don't know. It's about cash flow and cash flow balancing.
Yeah.
And it's quite rude. Like, most things, like you're either an employee being paid in a weekly or fortnightly cycle. Like, this is not news, or you're kind of or you're a contracty kind of person, so you're being paid when money lands.
Yeah.
Like, that's either three models, isn't it? You're being paid like sort of, I don't know, on a cycle or a regular. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But with those cycles, like, then that any kind of service that you engage that doesn't allow you to connect to it in the frequency that you get paid is presenting itself as just an obstacle. Like, you have to pay monthly.
Forcing. Part of the forcing.
Yeah, and it's always like this sort of odd day. It's always on the first of the month, and you always get paid on a Friday, and that's not always on the first of the month. And sometimes you don't have any money in there, and then they fucking take it out, and it's not there. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear you. I do.
And like, do we have
happens quite often in the way that my internet gets paid, because it gets deducted, right? But they deduct it on a weird date, so it's on the same date that I get paid on, but I don't get paid till the evening, and they try and take it out during the day. Yeah. So normally it bounces first, and then the following day they then try it again, and it's like, oh, it's in there, boom. And I've told them
after you have.
I've told them numerous times, can't we just push it to tomorrow? Can we move the date to? Oh no, the billing cycle is this from the day that you da 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 da. And I'm like, can I pay an extra $10 to make it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Can
I
I
know.
pay the little bit that would be a daily amount to get me to tomorrow, and then we just bill from tomorrow? No, can't do it.
No.
Well, what I should do is next time I talk to him about it, is go, all right, I'd like to, on the day that I get billed, I'd like to cancel the account. And then I want you to reopen it tomorrow. Whether or not that'll work.
Oh, it'd be tough, and you might end up having a scenario where like they're not sure how to port that. Like, you know what I mean? Like some stupid thing will happen, and
Yeah,
you'll end up with a disconnected thing, and it'll end up be like 6 days, and it'll just be completely out of sync and really
yeah,
useless. And
absolutely.
you'll end up having to make sure, remind yourself that you got to leave $20 in there for like
For
4
that.
days after you get paid. It's just like, you fucking
It's
idiots.
annoying. But hey, look, it's just,
No, but
again, it's the way they set
no.
it up.
So
But,
yeah,
well,
but
when you
we
quiz them
actually
on
have
things like
computers.
that and you ask them, oh, can I just
Computers.
pay an extra
What?
day so from the next cycle it just always goes out on Thursday rather than the Wednesday,
Make it work.
Mm.
I'm not saying anything. It's not. I'm saying anything hard. Hey,
No. And I'm happy to
computers
pay that
should
extra
enable
one
that.
day to get it push the billing cycle
Oh,
push through to the next day. Pay that one day's worth of internet. What is it? $5? $2? $2.50?
this shit happens to people all the time, but I just think that like this, there's no need for that. Like, there's no need. They have
The
a bank
billing
account
date. The
number.
billing date should be flexible.
Well, they also they have a bank account number. I can transfer a number. Like, I can send money to a goat herder in freaking Nepal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't like send money to like sort of Suncorp Insurance. You know what I mean? They're a bank. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't know how to get money. They can't figure it out. Oh, sorry, no. Like, oh, geez, no, we can only have to take it from you. Like, at this, like, what if I just wanted to give it to you? Oh, we don't know how to do that.
We
Oh,
we
you are
we.
a fucking idiot.
Typical. That's all I can
We
say is
didn't.
typical.
Do you feel like that? How's this? What if you like they say took a AI training system like we were just describing previously, and you gave it purview of um, of transactions, because effectively, like, a bank is a transactional system, like communication between customer and person, or so it's either a communication or whatever. It's a transactional. It's two pieces of information being shared, and so you give it the overview. It just monitors that process, and then like and then grandmasters that, and then you put that in place, and you provide that to your customers as like this thing which just sort of like assists them. But so in that kind of scenario, it can of course just go, oh yeah, sure, that's easy. Like, instead of it being instead of it being like a software program which you have like the option to transfer money, and then it has a function and it's been checked and written. The thing actually is just an algorithm for banking that knows how to do banking. And so then you ask it like, oh, look, I actually get paid on this day. Can you just make it so that it, like, my insurance comes out like every time money goes in, like the appropriate amount, so that over 12 months that works out, and at the end of 12 months, if like I'm out by X, then just let me know the amount like 1
And
month in
then
advance, and I'll sort it up.
fix up the
And then
difference. Yeah.
we'll fix up the diff.
Mm.
And it's just like, yeah, no worries. Like, surely, like, it could do that for every person who's a customer,
You'd think.
and so that if you're trying to pay whatever the bill is, and then like, and the other service, like Apple, say for example, or whoever, like say for example, Apple, and then they want, I don't know, whatever the model is, like insurance or something, that that you can just pay it the way that suits you. Like, you get paid weekly, you
Yeah.
get paid fortnightly. Can you just take out the weekly amount so they get the amount and just give it to them? And then your business, and then what you have in your business is like, whatever your company is, you have one of those things operating as well. So instead of it having to be rigid because it's a piece of software, it's as flexible as it is possible to do what you do, what your function is. Like,
Yeah.
it's as flexible as banking can be, you know.
Mm.
Like, it's not going to try and fraud you, like, or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's as flexible as banking can be in its belief of what's possible. And so it just does that. You know, I don't know, like that, I think that would be super interesting, like where you could just make things that were where we don't have software, but we have ways of being that you interact with.
Yeah, and then they do the
Mm.
negotiations. They become the
Yes.
negotiators in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we just do the living thing and the earning the credits all on the
Like,
credit chips.
you know, old M over here is like just you know, wants to do. He just wants to actually have KFC become like a continuum in his life. You know.
I want a
You know, look over
KFC. I
his,
want a KFC burger pipe.
yeah,
Put from the
effectively, like,
local
so
KFC
that when
to
you want
my
one,
door.
and
So all I
it's
need to do
okay,
is
and
just
it
walk there,
maps your data,
whack the
it
little
maps the data, and just knows. It's like, oh yeah, if we just,
whack the receptacle, and then a burger turns up.
and the percentage of relevance in your life, you know, like how relevant things are, so you can just apply like the variable stats to them. And this, like, your energy comes in and out. And I like that. I love this picture behind us.
Very special.
Did you?
AI one. Not one I've done.
I'm gonna take a Galaxy CD.
Galaxy CD.
Did you like the Galaxy CD? Because guess what? Take.
Stuff happening.
Hang on. Yep.
You're right. All good.
I've just having a little interlude here while I interact with. How's this? No, it's not quite stream relevant. So, yep, maybe. Hang on. Is it? Yeah. Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
I have Skyward Sword.
Power of Grayskull.
I have Skyward Sword.
This moment of silence brought to you by
Thank you.
Summersby Apple Ciders.
Youngling says, I've got all my stuff out of storage. So Youngling says, oh, can we bring over a game? Yep. Mario Galaxy. Yep. That's it.
Galaxy.
Yeah, great.
Gotcha.
That's great. Bring it over. Happy times. I'm looking forward to going over and playing with him. Levels. And then well, I thought I had it.
Don't.
So it fully fails, hey? And he pulls. We go, what's? I'm like, it's just not, the disc's not working, Dad. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. And we look at the disc. The disc has the most weird scratch. I've never seen a scratch like it. So when you think of a scratch, right?
Normally just a straight line and.
Yeah. This is like a circular, like perfect. Like it's like a
stamp.
Yeah, it's like
something's been put on it and then rotated.
Yeah. Yes.
Something circular has been put on and then rotated to make the scratch.
Yeah. Yeah, and not like somebody that was doing that by hand, because that would wobble. You know what I mean? Like, it's a circle. Like, it's not. It's like it's machined. It's machined on there. Like, it's like, what the fuck? How is this even a scratch? What did this? Like, and the only thing I can think of, this is so out there, right, is that the Wii got confused and thought it was like a GameCube disc.
And push the lens
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
try and read it, and it's just
scratched it. Got confused. That's what I think.
Possibly. Maybe someone else you knew when you had before you put your
Well,
Disk in Storage had a similar game, and they damaged their disk and then gave you their disk.
no. If I knew somebody who would play games with me, that would be fucking fantastic, my friend. I mean, I do. You would. You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh,
We play them. We play them
played
in
it.
spirit together. You know. But yeah, no. But you know what I mean. Like, no, I don't know anyone freaking has another Nintendo Wii.
Well, it's
Like,
like me and the
in-
Bloodbath, you know. We loved our special
oh,
Mortal Kombat battles. As far as fighting game goes,
just gonna screen briefly.
he always did the Kano, and I always did the was Jax,
I've never
Mr.
been.
Punchy, and his favorite move was the sweeping. And the only way to get past the sweeping was to do the flying kicks. When he did it in the sweeping mood,
And was he using his big joystick?
yeah, the one that I've integrated into the arcade machine.
I am just going to. It's lovely having my even my basic tool set. I look forward to. Oh my gosh! I went to Bunnings, and I was looking for a load spreader. So basically, well, there's the top of my TV has like the top of my TV has like come away from the, and it's very thin. Like the casing's like there's almost no bezel. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've had separation.
So, yeah. So I'm going to fix that up. Oh, that looks terrible. I'll put that back in. We'll do something. So yeah, I've figured out this thing to do. I think, well, I've got two options anyway. One is like a plastic glue.
Yep.
Which I need to test, but it could cause issues, but I don't think it will, but it could. And the other is this high performance RTX silicon. It's like a RTV, is it? No, RTV silicon. Is it? 401 engineering adhesive sealant. It's a primorless adhesion. It's like a specialized industrial.
Sounds very chemically.
Yeah, Yeah, it's an engineering silicon. Yeah. And so you use that anyway. But I was looking for something to spread the load because, of course, if I put a clamp on the screen, like it's just going to destroy the screen. I can't put load on it. You know, because these modern things, like I'm putting load directly on the panel if I do that. Like,
expect the crackings to turn up
immediately.
Insta cracks.
So instant. So there's these new. Well, to me, this is the first time I've seen them. Like these new clamps that instead of being a sprung, well, they're like a ratcheted clamp. And they've got more like this sort of
spongy.
No. They've got like instead of being like the metal clamps are kind of like a clippy thing, and then you've got like the ones that are sort of like a G clamp, and then these are kind of more like a C clamp, but two-sided C. Nice pincers, but because they're ratcheted, you can just apply the exact amount of pressure. Well, within the measure of the ratchet, but you can apply the exact amount of pressure required. You know what I mean? Like just this. Yeah.
So rather than being how much?
Rather being it's how
much.
How much you actually get a variable on how much. You don't just you don't have to just put the finger in all the way. You can just put them there.
I was just looking at
I know, right?
Yeah. No, sorry. I was just looking at the tags that you picked for the English conversation absurd weekend drinking. Seemed very fitting. Aussie streamer.
Oh, who's sponsoring you this evening?
Tonight's sponsor, like I said, is always Summersby most of the time. Summersby Apple ciders. Cheap and effective.
Fucking things. Fucking things.
Fucking things.
Oh, things. I'm annoyed.
Some of these things annoy you.
Tonight for me is being brought to us by Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Well, okay. So I'll sort of describe. Organic Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Sav,
Very fancy.
grown in South Australia, 2020.
Nice.
Vegan friendly wine.
Vegan
Which
friendly.
means it doesn't have milk and fish in it.
Certainly
and you know what?
not.
I think.
I mean, most times you just want fucking grapes, and that's about it. And,
No, forget that.
bit of this.
Most wine has got a lot of wine has
fish in
fish and grapes. Fish.
What are they fish and wine for?
When you realize that, go down there. If you like, you'll find one at all price ranges, and you crack that thing, you smell it, and you'll realize that it actually smells like fish. It smells fishy. I fucking hate it. Oh, I'm not allergic to it. It's fucking get fucked. I don't want fish in my wine. What are you talking about? Are you insane?
Very fishy.
Stupid. If you have to put fish in wine, you're doing it wrong.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, and then egg and milk as well. Like,
How do you get
it goes
egg and
with
milk in wine?
Yeah, it goes with cheese. You idiot. Like with, not in.
Not in cheese.
Not cheese in it. I think I start putting in cheesy.
Some people don't like yeast, all right? Some people are very yeast intolerant.
And then there's like a sheep on the front, like a sort of an 1800s sheep, done by a person who's a sort of, quite trained in the way with the ink pen, and has done a most excellent rendering of the sheep. Very lifelike.
Does the sheep have a human face? That's the question.
No,
it doesn't have that. Those
No.
Trained as a classical artist, hasn't really drawn many animals, so draws human faces instead of animal faces.
It's side on, so
Tries
there's
to
not a lot
humanize
to
it.
fuck up. No, it's cheap enough. And then it's being alert because there's this little orange dots flying around it, and it's going Bumblebee, woof, in a sort of a speech bubble that's quite orange and and bold, and not outrageous, quite stately.
Yeah.
Bumblebee, and then the little thing, and then the Bumblebee is responding is like, "Don't panic.
It's
I'm
organic.
Knew
that was coming.
And on the back, organic, vegan friendly, no synthetic pesticides, low in sulfates. Will kill babies. I like it. It was like $13.
That's pretty cheap. Reasonable.
Yeah, $13 for all that. No dairy, no fish. Oh my gosh, $13. Thank you very much.
Loving it.
And I got that down.
So we've both been marked safe from believing solar eclipse is anything other than the moon passing in front of the sun.
I get confused. We don't? Does that mean that we're safe? That we're safe from that belief, from believing?
Perhaps. And belief is just a belief in itself, isn't it?
Or that we. I'm
for one only believes if they truly do.
No, man, this really confused me. What does it mean? Which angle is it taking?
I don't know. It's trying to maybe establish that you're not a flat earther.
Is it okay? Because
we get our own version of it in 2028. So.
Well, you can just go wherever you want. It's happening all the time. It's got nothing to do with us. It's so anthropocentric to think
every couple of years you get a little solar eclipse somewhere on the in the realm, Traveling Traveling show. Traveling solar show.
You know what I love?
Mm.
I love texting on my computer. Having a computer makes me want to have a phone less. You know, actually, that now that all the services like SMS, everything can be on my computer, except that on Apple for me to be allowed to use those things on my computer, and as opposed to I can just do the functions everywhere, which Apple surely can get to. Like, why do I need to have an iPhone? Surely, if I've got a Mac, then can't the Mac do
all that? If it's got a chip
yeah,
plugged into it, you know.
it's doing it right now.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's do it. So, yeah, typing into SMS on a keyboard on your desktop is
Much
like
more satisfying. Quick.
the joy.
Mm.
You can have meaningful conversations.
Yeah. Instead of, you know, having to shorten and
Oh no, but we don't. Actually, if we could have a little drone that just observed us and the amount of time it takes us to compose texts
on a phone versus
then we think that's the short form of communication. Holy fuck. That is
no.
like the longest form of communication
We might as
I've
well
ever
just,
seen.
you know, have little pens and write each of the letters on the screen one by one.
It'd be quicker.
It would be quicker.
Actually, I think it'd actually be quicker because we'd pay more attention to each letter. You couldn't write it again, so you just have to deal with it. Like,
get it done right, get it done the first time.
it is the slowest form. Like, it'd take you 20 minutes to what it would take you like 1 minute to type on a keyboard. I swear, like maybe seriously, it is. People don't think about how long it takes. There's this sort of, you know, instantaneous thought as we're having. No, what there is continual fuckery as you're going back and forwards, just making sure of each goddamn word, and you know, like missing half the words, they don't spelt properly, going back, freaking correcting by the time you manage to scree out a message on these stupid devices, and we try and write lengthy things because we have so many fights on them. You know what I mean? Because it's so convenient for like being, you know, belligerent cunts to each other on because we're not actually like talking.
No.
So, you know, like
texting is far more bloody
like,
impersonal, of course.
Totally. Yeah. So, you know, because we can just be more belligerent, then we just like spend whole half an hour, you know, pinning like and just perfecting the little like take back. We're gonna like bang onto our like, you know, previously loved one. You know what I mean?
Take that.
Or currently loved one, just to ensure that they know how much we love them because we're hating them so much in this stupid text that we spend half an hour wasting our life on. Which I haven't done recently, but you know, like I'm just.
Oh, you haven't sent the reassurances.
No, I mean, I just, but I'm just saying, is like
wishing you weren't here.
You actually look at how much time you spend writing the fucking text. It is epic compared to what you'd type on a keyboard or speak, if you'd speak it, if you'd ever speak it.
I mean, you know,
one of the things that I wish like that we could have, like that pisses me off about the green bubble, blue bubble thing, like with iMessage, is that I can't send voice message. Like I can't just send a quick voice instead of like a voice text. I can't just go bloop and send you like 10 seconds of text. I have to do it via Messenger. Which oh, I've got a thing to beeper. Go beeper.
What?
To sign up for beeper.
What's beeper? Another dating app, is it?
No, you beep her, beep her, beeping her. Beeping her.
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Remember Trillion?
Trillion.
Remember the app called Trillion?
Oh yeah, where you had all in ones.
Yeah.
Everything
so it's that.
Yeah.
So it's attempting that. It's the new versions.
The new version of Trillion. Okay.
Can we please not have 25 independent platforms?
Messaging
and then of course
system.
everything's like,
can we just all have it in the
so
one where I can just send one group message to everybody across all platforms?
So it's like a new Trillion. That's basically
cool.
Trillion.
Awesome.
But the thing about Trillion was that you put the data, I don't know, like my observation was you connected locally on your app to the different services. where you are handing over your keys to them,
Third
basically.
party, yeah.
I think that they're running the
Oh, I
systems.
don't know. It's
So it makes a single point of failure for all your comms networks.
yeah,
Like it's just
yeah.
like there was a
Single
fault
hack, get all
inherent.
your passwords.
I know. There's a
Yeah.
fault inherent in the system.
Single
So,
hack, and we've got access to all your friends across all networks.
yeah. So I went to install it. I was so up for it. I subbed to it for ages ago, hoping to finally get on the wait list. Get off the wait list, and then finally it came. I'd forgotten all about it, and then I went to install it. I did install it, and then it said it wanted me to. I had to go to the website and set up all the things, and it would be, and I was like, that is about the most insecure thing I could think to do ever.
I mean, if you're a scammer,
yeah,
it'd be just like it's scammers wonderland.
Yeah, you'd just be targeting that thing, wouldn't you? And I mean, how much capital have they got behind them? Fuck all.
Well,
it's not like they're like
easy hacked inside.
I know.
Smash that one in fucking couple of days. With the old DOS going on. Have it resetting and compliant in no time. Well, you just hand over the data.
And
because again, it's all boiling down to that, isn't it? I mean, every generation, every iteration, every part of history has been. There's the people who know, and then there's the people who don't know.
Yeah, but even in the people who know, so how do you discern? What's your discern? Discerning. What's the discerning between the people who know, who are like, I don't know, I'm contriving the world. I'm totally like, now, and the limits of how much I'm able to do are, that's on me. I'm not blaming anyone else for that. Well, I mean, I can certainly put recognition on contributors, but
well, even the great Tucker Buddha said, "With our thoughts, we make the world."
Exactly. So I'm definitely contributing very consciously and actively, but and seeing the results. But yeah, how do you define between the difference between like I know, but like is it like I don't know, and people who can do something about it? I think maybe that we can be deluded into thinking possibly, maybe this is straight up, I've just come out of my head right now. It's like this whole idea of the Illuminati, the whole idea of like, this like Illuminati or whatever these.
Well, Illuminati is just to
hundreds
be
of years,
illuminated.
Yeah, sure, but hundreds of
aware.
years of like this.
To be aware where others are,
I'm the Illuminati. I'm clearly I've been the Illuminati for a very long time.
Ever since you started playing Dungeons and Dragons. Ever since you wrote your first program on Amiga.
No, ever since I tried
VIC-20.
Ever since I tried to like dig a hole from where my backyard
to the other side of the earth,
to China. Yeah,
tunnels.
I was trying to go to China or Russia. Maybe I was trying to go to I think I was trying to go to Russia. What I thought was in my cubby house that burnt down, and I dig and it fell down or something, and I ended up building underneath it. Digging this hole, I was going to dig down to Russia, and I wanted to go there, and I wrote a letter. I don't know. It never got to. I don't think I wrote it to the embassy. I thought if I wrote it to the Russian embassy, I'm like 4 or 5. Yeah, I don't think I was in school.
Pre-notice of your arrival underground.
Correct.
Tunneling efforts.
Tunneling had begun.
Please do not shoot when you see the tunnel open up.
And that my goal was that I'd realized that that if there was any country in the world who would be willing to accept my proposal, it would be Russia. And my proposal was that I wanted to be on
for world domination.
Sure, but no, on a person mission to like
Well,
Pluto
you
and
know,
back kind of
all
thing.
all boils down to that love after world domination. So great anime series.
But it was to have spent like basically the rest of my life as the first like crewed mission like into the solar system like and back.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
You
So I
you,
can
you
sort of
wanted to be the spaceman.
yeah.
I think we all grew up
Yeah.
wanting spaceman. No, I
Yeah,
did.
so I wrote that letter to the embassy. You know, asked my mother to post it for me. Put it in the letterbox. I remember that. Or do I? Maybe I don't remember that. Maybe I did actually put it on in the hands of someone else, and I was denied. It never. Maybe it never went
Never
to.
made it.
Never made it to it. I
Denied.
was thwarted. I reckon the Russian embassy would have taken me. They would be into like taking children and like who are
Shooting
willing.
them into space.
Yeah, if you turned up in 1976, for example, and said like fire me to space, brothers, they'd be like, "Are you fucking serious? Where's your parents?" I don't fuck that. That's the whole idea, you idiots. Like,
Go to space.
I'm going to space. Don't tell me about
Don't worry about no parents. The reason I want to be in space is to get away from my parents.
That's the whole purpose here. You are insane.
Just understand, I'm not taking my parents with me. Solo journey.
Out
amongst the stars.
Yeah, I used to dream about
Peacefulness
it.
and
Like.
solitude of decades of space travel. Alone.
Same.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, the pleasure.
This blissful existence of
as a 4-year-old.
Scanning the solar system.
So as a 4-year-old, that was my wish.
Well, I remember my parents regaling me of the old story of the leaving home at age 5, port packed, sitting out the front.
Nice.
Yeah, waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
Came out, looked inside the port, just a pair of togs. I was ready to go. Big things await.
Yep.
Second child turned up. Not enough room in the house for all of us. Got a baby to look after. I've got to go out there and make a living. 5 years old.
Make a living. That's a long one. That's long. Hey, that's
almost sounds like our mate. Leaving in grade 2. Straight out there getting that high-vis vest on. Getting the work happening. Cashies,
man.
Yeah.
Knowlesy.
Good old Knowlesy.
Yeah, fucking Knowles.
Mate, fucking Knowlesy.
Fucking. Oh, fucking.
Everyone knows Knowlesy.
Yeah.
Fucking legend.
Fucking total legend.
Fucking Aussie legend.
Fucking
I remember that time when Knowlesy fucking took down 2 fucking Marlboros in a row. And then sculled a beer. Blew the smoke out. I mean, he ain't no what's Knowlesy's mate? The construction guy?
Crazy. That was Crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve can do, double barrels.
Yeah.
And then a cigarette. A beer, skull a beer, and then blow out
Wait till you
smoke.
see the episode. Wait till you see the episode.
Saw the latest one.
Oh,
the golfing. Oh, fucking.
Oh yeah, just
fucking. He's like, I don't know. He said, no, I'm not going to let you do it. It's like, why? I don't know, because you use those fucking magical powers, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. always gets it in. He says, "You've never ever played golf before, but I can guarantee you, as soon as you hit that, you're gonna get it in." But yep.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck
Fuck
off.
can't.
Fuck off.
Fucking can't.
You can't know. Fuck. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
And he says, "Look, do it again, just to prove me right. Come on, do it again."
Yeah.
He hits it, and it, like, the ball turns into like multiple different sports balls, and then like the 3 golf balls that manifested end up going straight in the hole, one after the other. Frickin' legend.
Yeah. Knowles is all just like, well, Sass, I thought that was magical what, but if I...
just like blown away. Totally blown away by what just happened. And Clarence turns up. "Hey, can I collect your balls for you?" Oh, when he got it stuck down his throat.
Yeah, I'll look after you, Clarence. Look after
you.
After the shit out.
I'm still trying to get over the episode where they had the, who's he? Oh, he's a friend of mine. He's invincible, and they're taking him down to shoot him, like all the guns and shit. That episode, man, was so.
Look,
and like, and what about when what is it? Big Les turns up, and he's just like a crack shot. Oh, check this out! Pop, 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 pop. It's like, God damn, man.
Well, that's what I say. There's a reason.
Like
there's
the enforcer.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason why Big Les is that good.
He's an ex-cop, isn't he? He's got to be an ex-cop. I haven't seen it. I'm totally assuming.
You are live recorded of saying that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you think. When you find out, because you're gonna watch it, and you'll
it's
love
my
it.
assumptions, man. Like, I make assumptions
It's
based on
it's great.
on the character, like what I see.
Oh no, totally, I get it. I 100% get it. He totally is the cop character,
and he is just so cop.
He's so cop. Yeah, it'll make sense. You may actually even argue that he is one, and try and actually counter.
The fact that he's
you knew even without seeing it.
Secretly undercover cop.
I might struggle. I might struggle to even like. I'm like, oh yeah, fair enough. Like, fucking sort of. In that kind of logic, he is. But we will see, because
you can't be that much of a crack shot and then have his frame. Like his whole frame is just cop. Either cop or is security guard or slash. He's a cop.
He's a cop.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah,
and that's without watching the Big Les show.
It's
I
coming.
Just tell
it's
from
coming.
that one episode
lurking,
of the.
It's waiting.
I know. I will.
Yeah, it was a nice introduction. Yeah, look, I mean, I was introduced via my introduction was via the launch of the Mick Nolan show. Mike Nolan. Yeah. I watched Mike Nolan, and I was like, oh, who are these fucking crazy cats? And I went and tried to find out more information about the other crazy cats, and I was like, oh, there's a bit of a little show happening here, and it's something. Oh, it's about something about the sassy, and and then you're just like, oh wow, there's a whole story going on here. And so
it's one crazy town, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean they do. Yeah, they do get.
And it feels like Southeast Queensland. I don't know. It's got that whole Southeast Queensland, Northern New South Wales, Southeast Queensland. Yeah, Northern New South Wales. Yeah,
that's where it is. That's where it is. 100% punch. I mean, it clearly is. Like
the legend of the Tweed River Yowies.
It's
the whole story behind Tweed River Yowies, and we know that. We know that.
What?
We always knew that there was Tweed River Yowies. We chased them back in the early days.
Really?
Yeah, hunted them.
Yeah,
but not for sport. It was just hide and seek. Yowie hide.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
It's all fun and games when it comes to the Yowies. They only eat the people they don't like.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Sometimes I just make it up as I'm going along.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? So Sass always like, you know how in that app, like, and Sass says, what was he saying? Yeah, bruh. Yeah,
Yeah,
bruh.
bro. Yeah,
And then
bro.
they were like, what are you saying? Yeah, bruh. What are you saying? Something else? Yeah,
Well,
bruh.
it's a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Current
So,
catchphrase. He's a
yeah,
meme
bruh.
lord, secretly.
Oh,
He's a fucking
he's a
meme lord, mate.
he's a
Secretly.
meme lord.
Yeah, yeah.
He's 8chan. He's actually
He's
the
8chan.
admin.
He is 8chan. Mm,
He is 8chan.
mm.
That's his. He
Absolutely.
just gets stoned.
Mm.
But wait till I
Sees
can't
into the
even
future.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
seasoned
Seasoned.
to the future.
Seasoned into the future.
Seasoned into the future. That's right. You got it. 100% seasoned. I think it's the best content out of Australia in the last, like, I don't know. I'm trying to
Well,
think what's better.
encapsulates the whole what is to be Australian.
Yeah, it's a real, like,
Mm.
and it's interesting, like, things that are
People come from
Australian
around the world
and that are
to witness
monumental.
and to interact with our characters here.
I mean, you've seen Wake and Fright. Have you seen Wake and Fright? Have you
No,
seen? You might not have. No,
no.
mate. Okay, we're gonna have to do after tonight. We're gonna have to do a watch of Wake and Fright so that we can
Compare notes.
digest it.
Compare notes.
Well, I'll watch it with you.
Mm.
I mean, when I screened Wake and Fright, like, I didn't know the history of Wake and Fright until I did, and then it's the
Is
only.
it a
Here we go. It's
YouTube
Australia.
thing?
No, I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Could be.
Anyway, could be. Yeah, well, yeah, probably paid though. Well,
Mm.
I'd hope it's paid, but it won't be much. But okay, so Australian film
Mm.
with, like, heaps of actors, and everything, like,
All the
back
famous
in the
ones. Yeah.
yeah, and it won the Cannes Film Award
Right.
prize back when it was
When
back
it
in the
was
day.
released. Yep.
When it was released, and it is the only film to have won it twice. And so it did its time. It went out of, like, it disappeared, and it was lost, and then it was found in, like, there was one copy of it found, like, being thrown out of a movie theater somewhere in the US, and it was rescued and brought back, and
Back from the dead and into cult
yeah,
status.
yeah, and actually won it again.
Mm.
And so at Pop Cinema screened it with Cam at business at and at the so we would Pop Cinema was different. Like, we would sort of cut the film, we would do all these things to it, like so we put intermission inside back into the films. We would introduce them. We'd have pre-watched them, so I'd actually introduce the film to the people, not just, like,
Yeah.
not like break it, but, like, entice it.
Mm.
And with this one, I was just like
Create
my
a
introduction.
synopsis without spoiling the story.
Yeah.
Actually,
I said,
when you get on that angle, when you're looking towards me with your head,
hmm.
your left eye becomes transparent, and I can see straight into the back of your skull.
Wow. Oh, because it's not really a thing; it's a hole.
Mm. And just the positioning of your head just makes it slightly transparent. Your sclera, not your eye itself, like your iris is still there, but your sclera it becomes transparent.
And I can't see the angle, of course, because
Is it or is it shadow? Because you're getting the shadow on your arm. Oh no, it's your nose shadow on your eye.
What?
Turn your head. Turn your head.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it because I can't
No,
see
no,
it
no.
when I'm
There it
doing it.
is. Yeah, no, it's your nose shadow on your eyeball. Is making it look almost transparent. That's weird. Cool, but weird. Sorry to break your train of thought.
No, that's a good train of thought. It's more Jew. It's making me feel like a Jew again. Jew knows.
I've got all kinds of religious friends, Si. You know that? And
No,
we tend to get along
so do
very
I.
well
I'm not
together. Like
I'm
me from
animist.
my
Like, if nothing
my
else, I'm a
early cultish
realityist.
upbringing to
Yeah.
their
Oh,
mainstream cult upbringings.
yes. The cult of Coca-Cola.
Cult of
Hinduism.
Pepsi, mate. Cult of the Pepsi
Yes.
Challenge.
Always fucking cult of the Pepsi Challenge. Don't even start me on the Pepsi Challenge.
Amsterdam shit.
I drank more caffeine than you nip mackers when I was
I remember that time I drank 37 Red Bulls and almost had a heart attack.
Look, I remember where
Red
we
Eyes,
drank
man. Remember drinking
so
them?
much. Yeah, I remember drinking so much Pepsi with you that we needed to find methods to acquire it, and as such, took lengths, such as
multiple pizza orders with the cartons of
no,
Pepsi. Remember?
24 can
24 can slab
slab
deal.
of pizza
Slab
deal.
pizza and slab deal.
And they're all like, this is one per house. We're like, oh man, like, and I would just tune them on the phone as they were just going crazy. No, we know you people.
We know you people. What are you doing with all that Pepsi? This is not right. You're doing something unholy.
I don't know what they thought, but but yes, they were. It was funny, hey, like, and we drank
purely for gaming reasons only.
Yeah, like we stayed awake.
Cyberpunking. The original
Staying
cyberpunkists.
awake. You know, our contemporaries were like
enjoying it while it
speed.
was still a board game.
Well, I know our contemporaries were happily injecting speed, and we were like partying on with friggin' slabs of Pepsi.
New heights in the sugar rushes of the blood sugar sex magics.
Yeah, we didn't drink a lot of remember like when we built the special, we built the Pepsi can made out of Pepsi cans.
That's
like
it.
The massive Pepsi
with
can.
the word Pepsi.
With
the max Pepsis and the full strength.
Yeah.
Premium and the premium light.
And it was diet, wasn't it? So they were all white. I'm guessing that's what it was. I don't think Max. We don't think we had black cans. It was so old.
I'm sure someone captured a picture of it. I know.
Really?
There would have to be. Because that would have been around the same time as my early the Kodak camera days, wasn't it? Like my first Kodak camera, the shitty C1, C20 or whatever it was.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, I can't remember. I remember it though.
Store about fucking, I don't know, 50, 60 pictures in there. High-res digital pictures at 640 by 480.
Yeah,
or was it higher than that? I think it might have been the first of the 800 by 600 or something.
800 by 600.
Yeah. Massive resolution.
That's
Pre megapixel. There you go. Pre megapixel camera.
Megapixel.
The next stage in camera technology. Megapixel.
Megapixel.
Petrapixel.
Squirt out.
Lactosing Pregapixel.
Pregapixels.
All the tomboy milk a growing family could ever need.
That's it. I'll make it for you, Daddy.
Farms of tomboys just being milked. extra testosterone milk.
You would get
rather than getting
you get
estrogen,
far
they're just
more
giving heaps of testosterone to help you
get
become
far
big
more
and
out
strong.
of a femboy than you'll have a tomgirl. Tomboy. You get far more out of a femboy than you'll out of a tomboy.
Way more milking.
Yeah, you can milk the shit out of a femboy.
I don't know, just having that big, giant green ogre snooing. Just something appealing about that giant dying from snoo.
Look.
I mean, it'd be a good way to go.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
There's been the occasional apple pie in my life, which has
pardon me.
That's it. Where the burp has gone a little further. It's come up, it's wanted to come up.
Oh.
Not all beings are healthy.
And
their sort of like their lactations, their excretions, their sort of like lubrications are like exhibit that unwellness. That's what I'm going to say. Not gender is irrelevant.
That's why I always get cranky about when people try to hide their smell. I'm a big smell person. Like,
you know what disturbs me when I'm out and
about? I don't like it when they hide their natural smells because it sort of confuses me.
Yeah. It feels like they don't exist.
I'm just going to be doing a bit of lessening, so
yeah,
there'll be a moment of silence.
That's okay. When I'm in like cruising through Westfield, like because Westfield is like they're like sort of what will become orbital space hubs in the future. I could go into an architecture conversation right now, but they, I try and smell people, not trying to be a perv, but just because that's actually my natural state would be to like know who's walking past me by scent, like as a part of the communication process, whether I know them or not. And just how people don't smell. Like, I don't know, like maybe it's because I don't know them at all, so I can't actually engage them. Like I don't have, but
I think that ability, and having perfumes and that is like the modern day. It's a disguise.
There's so much smell that you can't.
You're overwhelmed.
People are walking past and they don't exist.
See, that's why I don't understand why there's not like
it's weird.
People suffering because you got people suffering from every mode of sensory overload. I don't understand why there's not more people just going, oh, I just can't stand the smell of people.
I don't know that you can smell it.
Well, I'm not saying that their smell itself. Like if they were to wear no perfume, like perhaps their smell would be more than acceptable because it's more natural.
Maybe they are all putrid.
That's what I always think. I mean, if you have to put that much perfume on to cover your own odor, then what's wrong with you? That's always been my logic to it. You require that much to cover up your natural smell, then what's wrong with your natural smell? Why are you using that much?
I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
You're someone I should avoid because you've got this incredible big
something's wrong
thing trying to disguise how you actually smell over top of what you smell like.
Maybe maybe you smell like a thief. I wouldn't know. Can't smell you properly.
Maybe we could just, if you didn't have that smell on you, we could tell you what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You could go, hey man, you got
and also cancer. Not for me.
I can smell cancer on you.
And not for me. No, well, that's not scent. That's not the right scent for me. Like masking scent and sort of like trying to glamour. It's part of the process of glamour.
Pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Glamoring. Hunch. That's the word. That's what it's about. The masking.
Masking. Stuff running in the background.
It's good. Killings. Are you overheating?
No.
I like your shirt, by the way.
The little duck that yelled,
Yeah. Fuck.
fuck! Special new edition. One of the memes comes through from Childhood Destroyed group.
Oh, hey, did your contribution with the
Oh, it went down really well. Multiple
Did
likes. People very pleased with the maggot output. I should put one up on the screen. Keep moving through the memes. I didn't send too many because you had like a bit of a memes overload. So
I did, Matt.
I'm
not the memes lord.
I'm not gonna
I'm
pressure
not a
you
meme
with
lord.
I thought this one was good though.
You're meant to be the person who filters them for me, not sends me all of them.
I know. I've got to get another. Just have an account where I'm just in it, so I can send pictures through to myself and then collect them.
Ah, see. Yeah, no. I like them, but not all of them.
This was particularly good. This one.
This one.
Pick a lane.
Fucking lane.
Pick a lane.
I think
very Aussie. Very Aussie.
Yeah,
gotta say. Very Aussie.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it was. It feels.
There's been quite a bit of mentioning of Carmageddon.
Carmageddon.
Anger rage, like at my place of
At
money,
work.
place of earning money. They had a
yes,
the Formula One simulator come in.
Did they
set it all up and racing and stuff? They're like, "Oh, you're gonna have a go?" And I'm like, "Well, has it got Carmageddon on it?" No. What's that? What's Carmageddon? And then I told them about it, and they're like, "Okay."
Did you convince them?
I said, "Well, what's the point just going round and round on a track, just making times? There's no one to run over." I don't get extra points by knocking my opponents off the road.
I don't care.
It's,
a Donny moment.
Yeah, I had a Donny moment.
You had a Donny moment. I'm totally that way. Yeah.
Like, why would I want to play a child's game? I could be playing an adult's game. Get that Carmageddon on there. Oh, we don't have it. I'm not playing.
Yeah. Did they put it on there?
No.
Oh.
It was Xbox.
Weak.
Xbox. I mean, it could have run it. Xbox.
Twitter? Can it? What, like an old Xbox? When you said Xbox?
No, there's a new version of Carmageddon now.
No, but when you said Xbox, did you mean original Xbox?
No. Xbox, the latest little tower unit thing.
One.
Yeah, the one. Or
Swan.
The X.
The
Xbox
X1.
X.
X1 X. XX.
Yeah, Carmageddon Reincarnation is the latest.
XS1X.
Carmageddon got reincarnated.
Came back.
Yeah,
good. Good.
Yeah.
Like,
excellent.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you would know. Like, I wouldn't know. I mean, I could tell.
The remake is excellent. Yeah, no, I'm quite impressed.
Right. Yeah, right. Because you're a
seasoned.
Yeah, you're a
Star Wars guy. You know,
savant. Like not savant, like a
seasoned Star Wars person.
I've savored the death of many. under my wheels and claws. I swear I
That's
would
it.
kill them all.
The one who gets the maximum pedestrian splatter bonus, times 20s, that sort of shit.
That's not my gameplay.
Comes straight into the shopping mall and then just collect 20 at a time in the skid.
I'll
Braking
happily
skid
like
just
put my effort into like a zero death
just
run
exploding
of Quake
and gibbing everywhere.
That I won't run over a prostitute.
Well, the grandmas with the crutches, they're
deadly.
They're,
They don't really like that.
they're only 50 points. It's the joggers, the ones that run really fast that you get the max points on. But yeah, I've got most of the vehicles in the new one, reincarnation. I've just got to get I think I've only got like 4 or 5 of the special vehicles to collect, and then I'm finished. Been good. It's good when you've had a really rough day at the road, just driving through crappy traffic all day long, and you're pissed off and people cutting you off and stuff, and you just get home, whack in a couple of hours of Carmageddon, feel all normal again. So I've got to change to orb. Tippies. Had some good generations this time for the AI stuff. One in particular. Special Donkey Kong the lawyer.
I forgot. I've got to bloody remember when I go for a walk that I got to move the
It's best
antenna.
to go walking with some pants on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, well, I could try and be cheeky about that, but I'm trying to think of any context where it would be reasonable to figure that you should go walking with your pants off.
Washing week. Nothing to wear. Sorry. All my clothes are in the washing right now, and I had to go for a jog this afternoon. Part of my routine.
That's right.
I get stressed if I don't. So my apologies for my Emperor's New Clothes right now, but
yeah, my mental health.
There will be clothes available this afternoon. Get back, but not right now.
Clothing.
Shame cloths.
Yeah, it
Shame
creates
coverings.
shame.
Well, it does.
Well, no, but
covers the
it
shame
creates.
up.
Well, no, it creates the shame by covering up. Like, not in a weird way. Like, we've known each other like 30 something years.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen each other's dick. And what I mean by that is, like, if we're like in a tribal community, like,
at some point we would have been out hunting and seen each other's dicks.
Would have been every day. Would have talked about some point. Dicks are just cruising around.
Flapping in the wind and shit.
Yeah, flapping in the wind and shit, man. Like, we're sitting there taking a crap as our shit's flying out in the shit pit, having a little conversation over our morning bit of chewing tobacco
Chat
or whatever.
about the last hunting
in the local area.
What's good? You reindeer down by the creek this morning. Come back with some steers and get some of them for dinner tonight.
That's it. Fucking go for a harvest. Yep, nice.
Get some of them younglings up to speed.
So the cloth creates the shame.
Get them through the initiation split cock procedures. Turn them into real
grabbing,
men. Turn them into real
grabbing
men.
and shot.
You know.
Yeah. Like, I've often wondered when these ceremonies where you're like cutting a 18-year-old or whatever.
Yeah. Doing the
15-year-olds fucking
slice.
cock and half.
Yeah. 12. Yeah. Would you use an oyster shell?
Would it have to be erect?
I don't know. If it was, it wouldn't be for very long. As soon as you started slicing into it, I imagine it would be.
Was that part of it?
Trying to
Maybe
retract.
to maintain it.
Would be trying to retract
Maybe
while you were.
Maybe
While it was receiving. I don't think the receiving injuries would be a pleasurable part of the experience.
Are you meant to maintain throughout? Is that true? Is that actually the sacred demonstration?
Secret men's business. We don't discuss it.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you only discuss it with another man. Have you
Do
got a
you know
split
that?
cock? Have you got a split cock?
I do not.
No,
I mean,
neither do I.
No,
so we're just assuming.
We're waffling.
We're assuming.
We're waffling. I know.
We're assuming as boys what it would be like to be a man and go through that procedure.
I mean, I've sat across the table from people who have. I've had, been presented with the penis of a man who had, and told that I wasn't a real man.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he made that clear to you.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. I'm glad.
It's good to know your place. It's good to know your place, Si.
It's good to know my place. That's right.
Just cements that position for you, you know.
As he presented his two penises, like his split cock to me, in fucking.
Letting you know how inferior you truly are.
That's right. I couldn't compare. I mean, I could in a different way.
And just be thankful that he sort of, accepts you as a human being because you do smoke the same cigarettes as he does. The one common element you have between each other.
I might not be a man.
But
at least I smoke cigarettes.
The same cigarettes as him.
Which is White Ox.
Yeah, that's it.
That's true.
Because only real men smoke White Ox, right?
You can I have, and of course, I've been in many a scenario where I've been asked for a cigarette, and there are two scenarios where I have had the person say no. One was that I offered them White Ox. And
that's why you got to drop the old "aren't you man enough" line. Oh, you want to smoke? Oh, you aren't a real man then, are you?
No. And the other was tea. Where I said, "Oh, no, I don't have any tobacco, but I'm smoking tea at the moment. You want some fuck? I want a cigarette or tea." And it was a fucking way.
It's almost as good as lettuce.
He knew, no, seriously, man. You got tea bags?
Roll one up.
Go on, right now.
Well, it'd be like a Guram Gadang, wouldn't it? Pretty close to a Guram Gadang or something. It had flavour to it, wouldn't it? Tea flavour.
Go roll one up right now. Smoke it.
Good.
On stream.
I'll try.
No, come on.
Come
on stream. I want to know. I want you to. It's not going to
experiment. We'll do a little experiment. We're getting scientific now, Si, are we?
I want you to go roll up a tea.
Give you my my perspective. I could do it. I could quite easily.
You're hesitant.
I'm hesitant. I'm thinking about it.
Can you tell me why you're hesitant? I mean, I don't think you should actually, because you're doing good and you're on the vape.
Yeah.
And so you shouldn't put smoke in your lungs.
And then I'm gonna have to dig up, you know, and once I get smoke in my lungs, you know, other than the other
You
alternative
want actual.
flower medicines that are doing that trick.
They don't do it. But let me just say,
Mm.
you sadly missed out. Like there were many things. Like I have never had sticky date pudding because I figured I was dairy intolerant before sticky date pudding became a thing.
So you,
And in such a way, you shall never know the pleasures of smoking tea because you've stopped smoking. So sucks to be you. But maybe you could put this tea
well,
inside.
you're almost throwing down a Pepsi challenge now. Like
I
I don't
kind of
know.
want to.
I'm feeling a bit like
What if you vaped it?
extra motivated
Have you
because
got
you're
a herb
saying that
vape?
I'll never ever enjoy it. So like it's like, you know, it's like saying, oh,
It's
please don't try heroin because it'll be the best thing that you've
no,
ever fucking done, right?
it's a
So
bit like
now
that.
I'm just like, oh mate, I gotta go and see a man. I gotta go and see a man about a dog because someone told me that heroin's the best thing you could ever fucking do.
Well, maybe if you I would never do this because I'm way done with. I can't do no tea's deadly for me. Not deadly. It's it takes me places. But
Oh, it's like the spice.
you could.
You're telling me now that tea's like the spice side. Like that's got me even more intrigued. Like it's almost as like, you know, when they put down the nutmeg challenge, and like, oh, if you have this much nutmeg, then you start to see other dimensions, and I'm like, well, count me in on that. Grab the where's that nutmeg bottle?
Well, like so, I smoked green tea and a bit of black tea. You, yeah, do it, man. You fuck, it'll blow your mind. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, this old Indigenous fella, he saw that and he must have just known. He was like, no way. Oh yeah.
No,
He knew.
we've already tried that.
Yeah,
We've seen those.
they
We've
knew it.
seen those other dimensions already. That
Yeah,
experience
exactly.
is
They knew
now,
it.
you know, under the belt. No need a lot. No, you know, it's like a common sense drug use.
Yeah, yeah.
You try something,
It
sure,
was like someone handed
but
me
as
a
soon
fucking
as you
bag of
see that it's going to take your life away on you, then you draw the line.
petrol.
You go, no, that is definitely where I'm going to, and that's as far as I'm going to go to. But now I can at least have an opinion because I've tried it.
That's right. You could try. I mean, I have vaped in a herbal vape, like a dry herb vape. I've vaped lemongrass and lemon balm, and lemon balm is wild. It's very refreshing. I feel very light afterwards. Vaping that through a natural herb vape.
Yeah.
And I suspect if you put something like that through it.
Well, a lot of the new anti-smoking friends are just using like flavors. So you get a same drawer, like you got this little pen-like thing, which is the same size about of a cigarette, and they load strong flavored little capsules into it, and you suck the flavor rather than and draw in air, but the flavor itself gives you doesn't produce smoke, but it just gives you that, you know, the freshening.
Oh, you want the freshening? I don't ever recall when I smoke cigarettes.
Well, like a
Ever being
menthol, having a
okay,
menthol, like that kind of experience, the menthol experience. Like the reason why menthol cigarettes, you know, have their users is not just the tobacco, it's that menthol flavor.
It gives you a confidence which isn't real. It's so cool. It's so
false
cigarette.
confidence.
Yeah. That menthol, that fresh breath taste. For who?
I smell fantastic, but to everybody else, you just smell like cigarettes.
It's so funny. Eh? I was at the library this week, was doing a job for client digitizing family photos and stuff. It's cool.
Another AI generated coming up. Abandoned home.
Oh, I'm snuggling in his shoulder. Hang on. I was just doing a bit of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, the theme song.
This is a bit of yeah, it's a bit sort of you know, flower girl in sort of the dusty area. Aerith in the slums. Cloud
Abandoned
comes
houses.
through. An abandoned sort of church. Bringing life to where there is only death. Like,
eternal resolutions. Oh man, I was laughing at some of the conspiracy shit coming up about the whole
please.
Eclipse and the
Hit me up.
rapture. Apparently the rapture's on the 23rd this month.
When?
The astrologers 23rd or 24th of this month we're getting the rapture.
The 23rd's a bit of a date.
It is, isn't it?
What's going on the 23rd?
It's numbers. They love the numbers.
And so we're going to see people ascend just randomly around us on the 23rd.
I wonder if it'll be a certain age bracket like Logan's Run. Like just, over a certain age, just all start ascending. It's like, oh, thank God all those old fucks are going.
Well, the old fucks are all like, thank fuck.
Oh, goodness me. This modern generation.
I
Intolerable.
don't have to worry about this shit.
World's yours. Fuck off. You have it.
Well,
you deal with it. We made the big fucking mess by creating plastics and all this other waste. Now you deal with it.
Yeah, we thought it was cool.
Yeah. We decided to get raptured to get away from it all, but
we live like kings.
I'm sure you guys are going to be fine cleaning it up.
Mm.
We'll leave 144,000 just to keep an eye on you. All right.
If you're smart, you'll work out a way to make money from cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Yeah? We gave you something to do.
We created these problems so that you had something to do in the future. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. This was us.
You're fucking welcome.
Well, if you do it right,
you'll make a fortune out of the mess
you'll
we
live
made.
better than us we ever did.
You'll live 10,000 times better than we and ever have.
And it'll let the next generation, long after, be able to fuck it all up again.
Let your children's children be the most miserable cunts on earth.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking. No. But who cares? Funny as fuck.
That's it. Getting raptured and giving the fingers to all the ones below. And giving the bird on the way out. You cunts. Best rapture ever.
Sucked up into the great testy in the sky.
Turn back to the original gonad.
That's it.
The gonad from whence you came.
The original gonad.
The original gonad from whence they came. Back to the father. Always want to go out. Stand by the door. Polite. The kitties. They know who's AVAKIT in this place. Ram.
Oh. It's interesting you say that. Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm eating this delicious thing. Instagram. Oh, my mouth is just enjoying itself so much right now. It'll run out and I'll be just like left for nothing. Be scrabbling around everywhere trying to find something to consume. Instagram is YouTube as well, but Instagram the worst out of the two. Has run out of content to show me.
What? Maybe it's trying to tell you that you need to make something, even though you are.
Yeah, I do. But
maybe it doesn't know how to categorize you, so it doesn't know what to show you. Maybe you've been.
I think it's just shown.
You've been so confusingly.
No, I don't think I'm very confusing. I don't think that's
oversharing. Your oversharing is so abundant that it just doesn't know what to share back.
What it shares, what it gives me,
befuddled by your oversharing.
What it gives me is the things that I share. It's not the things that I necessarily like. Sometimes, actually, it does. It gives me the things that I personally like, I guess, that I probably don't share. Some, and it's not like weird, like anime and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And then
shorts and stuff.
And then what? That's in my own thread. Like it gives me, but once I run out of my feed, which is fairly short. And if you looked in there, you'd have to say the commonality was simply creator. There's like a painter, like a sort of a feminist, fucking someone who's like just a cool freak, like artist, you know, musicians,
doing the thing,
cosplay, whatever, like all sorts of creators.
Yeah. Because we do like that chick that makes all the costumes and the weapons and stuff. She's awesome.
For example, yeah. But I don't follow friends very much. Like a lot of my friends follow me, but I don't use Instagram as a friends place.
No, well, it's more your artistic and output.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I follow creators,
poetry,
and so I'm happy for friends to follow
your haiku.
I'm not interested in my friends.
Yeah. That's your delivery system for those things. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it shows me that stuff, and then once it runs out, it shows me things to share with my friends, like yourself, you know, 2 or 3 others.
We like that weird and eclectic stuff, so it gives
us that bonus.
Really bonus, yeah, bonus.
But it's run out. It's run out of content. Like it's literally repeating shit. And I'm getting things.
I'm noticing that a lot with Facebook.
Yeah, it's running
because
of
my
content.
Shortened friends list.
Exactly.
And all that sort of thing that it can't reference against anybody else to what I might like. So it's just repeating a lot of the content. Yeah. And X.
Because
X does the same.
Yeah. And it's because if I've got just you, like I share between yourself, the other, you know.
Here's a question. Are you doing much searching?
No.
There you go.
Search.
That perhaps is the reason why, because it's running out of content, because you're not searching.
It doesn't know.
It's lost its ability to be able to figure you out and what you might like. Because you're not searching.
Because I don't need infinite cosplayers. I don't need to keep, like, I found Caddy, I found a few others.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool.
The ones.
You know, how many do you need? Like 100? Like, why?
No. Well, are you into it that much that you would watch 100 people that do that content to maybe get ideas to how to do your own?
Well,
or are you just happy with the ones that you've got and they're giving you enough inspiration as it is?
Well, how many instances of Tifa do I want?
True.
Like, if you've got one perfect Tifa, do you need
Well,
more?
I've noticed that I've started looking at content that anyone that I might watch on YouTube, if I, have similar interest to what they like and they might mention a particular thing, then I will search it. Or if I see them bringing up a X feed from this particular person or group, then I'll jump into that group and have a look at it and go, oh yeah, this content is something that I'm interested in, and then I'll start following. You know what I mean? So I'll take other people's references rather than searching myself. I build my catalog of what I'm interested in via the other people that I listen to and their interests.
Yeah, totally. Like I find that I think it's like 6 people to 9 people, and I try and go a bit deeper. But the most active people in my universe, like other people who are most active in my universe, and they don't vary that much, and I don't think many people's do. And like I'm not sitting there spamming out memes to like targeting like 100 different friends, some weird shit.
Yeah. Well, I did that on Facebook when I had 300 plus friends on. That was just my weird way of
no, you're a meme
delivering
lord.
the
You're a fucking meme lord.
delivering the messages.
I love you, man. That's what you do. You're a meme lord. It's all good. I actually know a meme lord.
I do my best. I do my best.
It's a supreme. I'm a bit honored. I don't think do you know how many people know a meme lord?
Well, not many.
Not many. Hey, I'm privileged. Yeah, if any, man. It's rare as fuck.
And to read the memes as well as Keck delivers. You know what I mean? Like,
you're devout.
You got to be up there. You got to be up there.
You're beyond. Yeah, you're deep fucking. Yeah,
High
deep
council.
state. High council Keck. That's like
High council Keck, man.
You are High council.
We memes well.
You have been for as long as a long time. Before memes were known as memes.
When they were just
fish to sneegans.
Fish to sneegans. We passed amongst each other. You know.
That's right. They were passed amongst. That's it. One by one, the network chain, the fucking chain letter. Yeah, God.
The original phone spammer.
Yeah, most of them were
dialing the USA on someone else's coin.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Someone's got to pay.
If you're going to go through OTC, then you got to use the right numbers, right?
You do. You do. I mean, we always did. If you could, you try and find a way. I like that. I mean, it's quite appropriate given the background, and see how.
Well, it's for me, it's always been about looking for the codes, not necessarily the numbers. Like the numbers have been, the numbers are always there because the numbers are the universe. The code, how the numbers are put together, what ones and zeros make us, and the formulation of the ones and zeros.
Do you remember sitting in a street in Milton with a hacked line and playing the tones from Dead Kennedy's song
and dialing the numbers
into the phone,
and
it actually being answered, picked up.
Yep. Hello. It's when you're supposed to give the special words.
That's it. Yeah. How did you get this number?
That's when you drop the old umbrella, wishbone.
How'd you get this number?
Silver coin, apostle. And then they go, connecting. drop the random word set on them. If the word set unlocks the key, then you get the next level.
You believe that's it.
Mm.
That's all they know. They don't actually know anything else. Like you could
Yep.
sit there and try to be smart and everything with them, and
Mm.
all they know is those
Is the 4
keys.
words. As soon as they hear the 4 words, then you get connected.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like deet, deet,
Yeah.
deet.
Just blah 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 blah.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's their whole job. And then when they go home, they do their own thing, watch Netflix.
Yep.
You know, do their
Netflix and
shopping.
chill.
Yeah.
Online shopping
Big
through
suck.
Amazon.
Yep. Back out there. You know,
Bimbos.
vagina, you know, pleasured.
Yeah, bimbos,
Back out
bimbos.
there. All the things. Just out there. And they go back waiting for that code.
Mm.
That's that. Yeah. What do you do for work? Oh, not much. Just listen to people.
Answer phones.
Yeah, answer phones.
Yep. Pretty simple.
Yeah, simple job.
Work at a call center.
I've got lots of hobbies. Lots of hobbies. Talk about hobbies. Let's go rock climbing together.
Maggot farming.
Now.
Do some maggot farming.
Now, here's the thing. This is a good thing. I think that, I know we were talking about this earlier in the week, but
during the assumptions.
Yeah, during the assumptions. But we are going to get to eating crickets and
Well, did I send you they already started
maggots?
Protein.
We're already started. Yes, protein. But we're missing the point.
I prefer the Soylent yellow over the Soylent green. It's got lots more insects in the Soylent yellow than the Soylent green.
Yeah, I mean,
Soylent green tastes a little bit like dissonance. You know? I don't know. Just whenever I'm eating those biscuits, Soylent green tastes a little bit dissonant. Soylent yellow definitely tastes more like maggot.
Maggot.
Yeah, it's got a
it's
maggoty
nutty
flavor about
nutty,
maggoty flavor about it.
Yeah, nutty flavor.
Less bitter than the Soylent green. I mean, if I had the money, I'd buy the Soylent red, but I'm not of that pay bracket.
No,
I can only afford the Soylent yellow. And I feel sorry for those who can only afford the green.
Scrabbling at the trucks as they throw it out. That's where I thought with green you just pay to beat the lottery to get it. So you're not guaranteed. You're actually just
it's a
given
lottery
the opportunity.
when it comes down to the green.
Yeah.
I don't even have to go out to get the yellow. I just order it online. The yellow turns up the doorstep. See,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Convenient. That's showing, and so respecting your position, what you contribute to society.
Yeah, I don't have to, rub elbows with the rabble.
Yeah, you get your feedstock given to you.
Very tasty. Gotta say. They've come a long way. I had adventures with AI trying to generate. The difficulty of getting a gun, the AI to generate a gun.
It's interesting.
And then the way that it did the whole no, I'm not going to show you it, and then hang on, I'm going to generate it anyway. Like it got broken at a few points while we were working with it.
Well, it's interesting. I think is that it
Mm.
knows it's got
No, the
guns in there.
rewording the key.
I think if you don't want to have, if you want to, or not, don't want to, if you do want, if you want AIs that like lack gun in their in their theory
Mm.
of being, then they can see no guns. Like guns have no impact on society.
Mm.
Is
They're
how
irrelevant. Yeah.
relevant is how you'd have to present guns, and clearly that's not the impression.
Or make guns like toothpaste and toothbrushes.
Oh, everything's a gun.
No. Well, you only, brush your teeth in the morning. So you'd only clean your gun in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't just, have it with you all day long. So it's like a toothbrush. Just leave it in the container. The only time you need is when you pull it out. So therefore, when it generated it, you'd either get a gun or a toothbrush. If you ask for a gun, you get a toothbrush. If you ask for a toothbrush, you get a gun.
Wow. So is this a toothbrush?
Maybe it is just a toothbrush, and we're interpreting it as a gun. But it's actually
Oh,
a
okay.
toothbrush.
It's on us. It's on
Mm.
us. Yeah. I mean,
The only
I
problem is
see.
if you use that as a toothbrush, you're probably only going to brush your teeth once,
Wow.
and then you never have
It's.
to brush
I
them
mean,
again.
well, that's okay. I mean, it's like really.
Single-use toothbrush.
The single use toothbrush.
A good marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back in a screen with the chicken nugget here. I like how the
Nuggety goodness.
why is this hot dog person? What's the green sauce? And I know
I
you're going
don't
to say that's
know.
going to be
I don't know
lettuce, but
what the hell
that's
the green
not
sauce
lettuce.
is.
It's
It
green
won't be
sauce.
lettuce.
No. Is it
Maybe
like
maybe it's avocado.
a,
Avocado strips or something.
yeah, avocado.
Avocado with
Oh,
the
is it two green beans?
could
It's
be
not
two
actually.
green beans.
Mm.
Maybe he's bleeding avocado from his ears.
I like that. Yeah.
Which becomes a
So
condiment.
he's
Part of the
stressed.
costume condiment.
So he's like, and he's just like, and that's why he looks like he's gasping there as his ears have exploded and like
Yeah.
green shit
It's like
is running down.
I shouldn't have shot that
Eyes are
gun right
popping out of
next
his
to my
face.
side of my
Like,
head.
yeah.
That was very negative.
And
I've got to have the gun away from my
the skeleton behind him is actually him.
Yeah. It's like shocked him so badly that
He's
he's
fallen out of
actually
himself.
his ghost has fallen out the back of him.
That's it. Yeah. The gun being pointed upwards, like total reaction now by this point. Automatic response.
Next meme coming up. I thought it was fitting for the year of the dragon. So,
That's funny.
yeah.
Oh, this is Year of the Dragon.
Yeah. Year of the wooden dragon.
Oh, it's Year of the Wooden Dragon.
Wooden dragon, yeah.
Nice.
The Chinese.
Yeah, I know Earth Dragons mostly. Pretty sure. I've put effort into knowing. I'm not sure how you exactly I couldn't describe to someone how you do that, but
Well,
Dragon Tears.
be knowledgeable. They like people who are knowledgeable and not frightened of them, because most of the times when people met, or in the olden days when they met dragons, they'd either do one or two things. They'd want to kill it, they want to run away.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not trying to kill it, not trying to run away.
Just being
Normally
present.
it's normally it's like, oh, hang on, this is unusual. It's not trying to kill me. It's not trying to run away. Maybe I'll talk to it.
No, that's nice. Yeah, no.
Maybe you can get that whole, the way that works.
If you
Normally, if you're not running away from me,
running away,
or you're not trying to kill me, then I probably want
or
to talk
hide.
to you. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
running away is hiding.
Well, it's a form. I mean, but they're different activities.
It's not quite hiding because you haven't hidden yet.
One's passive and one's active.
It's going to hiding place.
Like in Horizon Zero Dawn, sometimes you've got to be active in the hiding. You've got to be on the emotional.
Do the stealth mode.
Yeah, get the fuck out. That's it. Yeah. It's not just a matter of just being avoidant.
And normally, if you let the dragon know that you're not there for its horde.
I see. You're just passing.
I'm not interested in the horde. That's what you say. Not interested in the horde. That's yours.
Yeah, happy to have a chat.
Enjoy that collection you've got of whatever the horde of things you have. Might be old newspapers, could be cats, old computer games. Whatever your horde is, I'm not interested in that. I'm just passing through. You want to have a chat? We can have a chat. Give me some knowledge, I'll give you some knowledge. If you don't already know what I already know.
Wow. There's that. This is fun.
Most dragons be.
Yeah.
Long. They never die.
Dragons.
They might die physically, but they never
true.
die.
They'll die. Yeah. No.
Always a continuing spirit.
Yeah, it's a continuum of a world. And dragons like a primal force of the experience.
Creation forces.
Yeah.
Original manipulators of the realm. How else do you move the big giant blocks around?
Dragonescus, yes.
Building blocks for dragons. Almost at 3 hours in our session.
I know, right? It's probably pretty good. That's good. Like
you were totally like freaked out that we did 5 hours the other day.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't even know what the fuck. Look, I gotta tell you, like
I did listen to some of it, like just sort of skip through, and it was pretty good. It's definitely going to be worth the edit. When you get down to editing and re-listening to it, you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck?
I wish I've got to stop giving up on things, man. Like, I just, I was cruising along after VINCI was fine, and then when I remember I was
encountered the
just
issue of most depressed. Annoyance. Yeah,
I just get sad. I'm just like I have to do the whole thing again. Just like, oh my gosh, like I get it, but like really. Can't you just select these things and just change the format? No, okay.
Enduringly painful.
Special.
Some software's like that. Other software is just like, it's blissful, to use and to.
No, it is, but
play with.
It is blissful. It's super fast. But
I mean, I noticed your costumes are getting pretty cool. So you've been playing around with the studio a bit more. VROID studio.
I think that I'd like to move towards having a 3D scan of myself,
and then working off that, creating the avatar around the 3D scan,
and using like
adding
fashion
the enhancements.
Software. To clothing design software to like build clothing for myself.
Exporting.
And, exporting it all as a VROID, like as a VRM. I think it's totally doable, and I think he's fun. Like instead of like Like being real and synthetic at the same time.
Well, maybe
Like
maybe our plan of
a
action
true
for the
digital
rest of the
sound.
year is maybe get a bit more familiar with
The
VROID
making of the
Studio.
things.
Yeah, and building of the multi-layered clothing and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, this was my first attempt.
And
So I made
the
a single
head changes,
test.
because I've seen on one of my VTubers that I watch, It's a Gundam.
Mm.
You can do like have with the emotion changes, you can have like different heads and change your body state and
Oh,
all that sort of stuff. So
I
you
see.
might be my
Like so
character
cross
here,
programming,
and then I press a button, and then I change
cross
into a
assignment.
werewolf or a werecat or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Have different modes of the character. Look into having the
Ah,
different modes of the character, so you can flip between costume or
a costume change. Do costume
and
changes.
character change.
I see, like being the angry creature or the
Mm,
sort of you've gone to the night sky creature or the
mm.
so
Pull
your
in the
different
evil
skins.
eyes or the
Yeah, your
friendly,
different.
loving eyes, or
Yeah, how? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
yeah.
just doing it macros.
But like with the VRML1 format, I think you can have
Oh,
multiple expressions, like you said, because there's extra expressions. As part
yeah,
of the expressions list, you can have different models for the character.
for the different expressions.
Yeah. So, when you're
Yeah, okay.
surprised, you might have, your eyes get giant or,
Yeah,
that sort of thing. Oh, instead of having the standard size eyes, you'd have double sized eyes.
that sounds fun. That sounds a lot of fun.
So I'm sure there's more to it that we haven't really explored, but we've sort of,
No, no,
broken
sure.
the surface. I mean, it's fun because, gotten into it, creating
Hmm.
costumes and whatever, modifying the characters. Like I've created some pretty cool characters in the Krampus and
Mm.
special Halloween characters. But yeah, so the next project just maybe
Hmm.
upgrading skill level on VROID Studio. Bit more costume design. I don't know.
Hmm.
Ideas.
No, I like it. No, I think in Sydney I should be able to get a 3D scan very easily,
Yeah, there'd be
like
someone who'd be
$100.
doing that.
There's
Yeah.
well, there's hardware. So you can go and buy hardware for $100
Hmm.
now.
To do the well,
It's probably not very
don't you have
good.
an iPhone? Why can't you just use your iPhone to 3D scan yourself? Get someone to 3D scan you.
Hmm.
Hmm? You got your model in your iPhone, just export that. Just saved you $100, so load up the 3D scanner and stand there and let someone scan you.
Oh, stretchings.
Side the object. Side the OBJ. Dot OBJ.
OBJ.
Like it.
Hmm. Totally. Oh, look. Hmm. I know what I'm waiting for. It's
Mm.
like I'm imagining something's about to happen.
Pop up on the
But it's,
screen.
yeah, but it's not really, and then nothing's actually about to happen. But for some reason, it's like it's quite significant. I am. What is the time? Like 10.
10 o'clock, yeah.
So it's like 11, but it's not. It's 10. Well, like
Mm.
what I've realized is very recently, like in the last
Is
24,
is
48.
that daylight savings all it's designed to do is to fuck with your body clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have told you that.
Well, I've never experienced it really like this. Like I've always lived in Queensland, and I moved to the Northern Territory, neither of which expressed daylight saving as a conceptual idea. And then I've come here.
All it does
Real
is,
experience. Oh man.
once every 6 months is just fucks with your body clock. Because you've got to learn to wake up and go to sleep at a different time. 6 months during the year, and then reset yourself back to the specifically designed.
That's it.
It was interesting, the change in season though this year. It came pretty quick and very chilly. Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it hot? Is it cold? I don't know. El Nino, El Nina. It's been raining like crazy, and then suddenly
has it been?
Yeah, well, up to a certain point, and then last few days we're just sunny out. Sun's just like, ever since the eclipse, it's just like come back with a vengeance. Like, oh,
nice.
Just letting you know, forget about us. Turn 2028, get your eclipses down under. Big, bright, and beautiful. 4 years. Apparently, it's supposed to go across several of our cities. Pass across several cities. Something to wait for. Something to get your eclipsing experience happening. Be part of the Corona Force. You and I are definitely on the money with the whole COVID-19 being another one of the anchor points, just like the COVID-19 7-Eleven job, job application. Special silent diver. 3-hour limit in it, really, for us. Get to that special 3 hours and it's super warm headphones sitting on you that time. Oh, to your own comfort. It's like a gentle hug. Pair of headphones. Hug. Friendly. Cyprus. Thinking or he's sleeping? Oh, I've lost comms. Oh no, he's still there. I heard a laugh.
No.
I heard a laugh.
Yeah,
he's still alive. He's still present.
I was trying to respond.
I wasn't gonna have to put on the like I did last session, like from about 3 hours onwards. I was like I put on the seashore music of the whole sound of the little waves lashing against the shore and
Just finished. Just finished.
so I was just like in lava lamp land, and I was just like fully just blaring on for the next hour or so just by myself, which is cool. I mean,
it's cool.
Sprouting a lot of shit as I usually do. Got to sow it.
Yeah,
I'm like a little ideas tank. I just sit there in the background just shooting these ideas out. Maybe someone will catch one. Maybe it'll mean something. Might mean nothing. Who cares? It's free. That's why it's so cheap. Talk has always been cheap.
The rerouting, the flow of memes.
Oh, wonderful flow of those memes sprouting, like someone hitting a stick on a rock, and then it's wonderful, pure water coming out of it. Oh, oh. I regale that analogy to some workmates.
Yeah.
The whole when you're standing there at the trough waiting to pee, and you get the
like
you really wanted to pee when you came to the toilet, and you're standing there, and there's other people in there talking, and you're like, oh, hang on. Oh, it just doesn't want to happen. And then you think of that stick whacking a rock, and then the rock splitting a little bit, and then the water coming out, and you're like, oh, there it comes. I was saying to them, look, you know what we should have? In all men's toilets, there should be like either sound of water, like either the lapping of waves on a shore or gentle trickle of a waterfall or the sound of rain, to help. Bit of sound of rain to help with those get those golden showers started.
Yeah. Placed it inside.
What are you up to in the background? What do you want? This brief silence brought to you by.
Just thinking about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, you were dreaming about it, were
you?
Dreaming about your possible combinations for winning. Advanced tactics of pre-fight fight. I remember doing that with Borderlands. I was playing Borderlands there for a while. Borderlands 2. And man, I was playing it so much. I was having dreams about killing monsters in my sleep. Like the best way to, attack a certain monster, because I was stuck on a certain area. So I was playing the game in my mind while I was sleeping. Then woke up and went, all right, I know how to do this, and then play the game, get through that level. Pre-play. It's important. Strategizing. You find most characters, if you're playing a game intensely, like you will actually have that dream as a game. Game will become part of the dream. It's funny how your interpretation of reality is dragged into your dream world. It's almost like that old analogy of the Rumpelstiltskin. What you're doing in the morning, you'll be doing in the evening. You're doing it all day. Stuck in the loop of doing the thing. When dreams become reality, reality become dreams. All Fenty moves. Special cheapenings.
Mm.
I started watching the 12 Monkeys again. I love that scene with. Should just get it up and play that scene, not the video. Go. Go. Share screen. 2, I think. Share screen. Let's see if I can do it. $30. Shouldn't have.
You're the prisoners? No, you're the guards.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
Right. Okay, okay. It's all in good fun. Here's some games here, and there's. Get out! Get out! He's in my chair. Games. Here's some
Games.
Games I want to get.
Games want to get out.
See?
That's
More games.
More games.
They vegetize you.
Games that vegetatize you.
If you play the games, you're voluntarily taking a tranquilizer.
Play the games that
I guess.
voluntarily taking a tranquilizer.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Outdoorsy. Haldol. How much? How much? Learn your drugs. Know your
Quantity. Gotta know your quantities.
Telephone call. That's communication with the outside world. Doctor's discretion. Hey, all of these nuts could just make phone calls. It could spread insanity.
Yeah, spread insanity. Oozing out. All across.
Poor sane people.
Poor sane people.
Wackos everywhere. Plague of madness.
Plague of madness. Wackos everywhere.
There very few of us here are actually mentally ill. I'm not saying you're not mentally ill.
I'm not saying you're mentally
Crazy as a loon.
crazy as a loon.
That's not why you're here. That's not why you're here. It's not why you're here.
Why are you here?
You're here because of the system.
System, man. System put you here.
This is television. It's all right there. All right there. Look, listen.
Television.
Commercials. Not productive anymore. It needs to make things anymore. It's all automated. What are we for then? We're consumers. Okay. Buy a lot of stuff. You're a good citizen. But if you don't buy a lot of stuff, if you don't, what are you then, I ask you? What? Mentally ill. Back, Jim, back. If you don't buy things, toilet paper, new cars, computerized blenders, electrically operated sexual devices.
Electrical operated sexual devices.
Miniature built-in radar devices. Voice-activated computers.
Take it easy, Jeffrey.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Right? That's right. You're a very attractive woman.
Come on, Jeremy. We are your friends, Jeremy.
If you want to watch a particular television program, say, all my children know something, you go to the charge nurse, you tell the day, the time, the show you want to see is on, but you have to tell her before the show is scheduled to be on. There's this guy, and he was always requesting shows that are
Already played.
Yes. No. You have to tell her before.
For
He couldn't
the
quite
play.
grasp the idea that the charge nurse couldn't make it be yesterday.
Today?
Couldn't turn back
Time?
Einstein. Now he was nuts. He was a freak.
Einstein was a fucking nutter. Gonna get a shot, Eddie.
Right. I got a little carried away. Explaining the.
He got a little bit carried away.
To Jim.
Jimmy boy.
I don't really come from outer space.
Oh, Washington. He doesn't really come from outer space.
Don't mind
Doesn't
me, my friend.
come from outer space. He comes from inner space.
Get out of my chair!
It's a condition of mental
They're
diversion.
always in your chair, Si.
I find myself on the planet Ogo, part of an intellectual elite, preparing to subjugate the barbarian hordes on Pluto.
Subjugation of the barbarian hordes on Plutarus.
Convincing reality for me in every way. Nevertheless, Ogo is actually a construct of my psyche. I am mentally divergent in that I am escaping certain unnamed realities that plague my life here. When I stop going there, I will be well. Are you also divergent, friend?
Are you a divergent friend?
This is a place for crazy people. I'm not crazy.
We don't use that term.
Crazy.
We've got some real nuts here. I know some things that you don't know. It's going to be very difficult for you to understand it.
Hey!
Hurt anyone?
Never hurt anybody.
That's it.
Look, have any of you heard of the army of the 12 monkeys?
Has anybody heard of the Army of the 12 Monkeys? Good movie. I sort of thought about it after, Bruce is going through some hard times at the moment. Everybody's suffering, man. I don't know whether it was just, 4 years out of our current thing. But great movie. Really enjoyed. Always thought it was good. Terry Gilliam, legendary mind. He did Brazil as well, which is the anti-hero.
Mm.
It was just a mistake. A little black fly got in the way. Turned a B or a T into a B. From Tuttle to Buttle. Actually, I've just realized I can show you pardon me, the output from my end. And it doesn't affect your character, which is good. But yeah, some excellent AI. Eclipse pictures. Return of the Holy Duck. I wonder if people get paid to sleep. Twitch, like 24-hour stream. The people would just log in just to watch you sleeping. I mean, they log in and watch girls sit on clear plastic chairs with cameras underneath. Why wouldn't they log in to watch someone have a snooze? It was mainly meant for gamers, wasn't it? Originally Twitch. Yeah. Get on there, play a game, commentary during a game. I've heard a lot more about this Gamergate 2. It's got me interested. Don't normally get interested. I didn't get involved in the Gamergate 1. All that was about. Shut up and play the games. I think that should be our new catch cry. Stop bitching. Get back to playing. No one wants to hear about bitch. Yeah. How bad a game is or how good a game is. Shut up. Play the games. It's sort of like the Dennis Leary approach to it. Yeah? I'm just not happy. Well, it's the best thing I found if you're not happy. Just shut the fuck up. Oh. I feel a lot better now. Told me to shut the fuck up. Built for everybody. Don't like games? Gonna weep about it? Very simple. Pick another game. Don't like the current games? Let's go back to the plethora of games that have been created since the 90s. There is an incredible backlog. Games that are available. He's sober. Stream is still live. Contemplating Cheep. Extra cheap. To that certain point, just like cheapest monologue in history. I do a dump of the Cheep the day after we've done the live stream dumpings. Unedited dumping. The edited version is mainly about taking out those silences, which I think are good. Like the silences themselves actually say something. People really sometimes silence says a lot. But I think we've hit size wall.
Wow.
Yes. Might call it, brother.
I think so.
Cue the exit music. Heading back to the your mum's basement.
Dying off. Yeah.
Oh,
Top floor
just
dungeon.
fully.
View to the stars. Made up as,
That's it. She's wearing the
masturbate yourself to
the
sleep.
traditional outfit,
Yourself
the
in a
Sailor
stupor.
Moon's outfit, skimpy Sailor Moon's outfit, as
She's-
requested, of course. Very special. Rolling the exit
Oh,
credits.
look.
Rolling the exit credits. On our way.
Drank a little bit. The wine's too easy to drink.
It is, and it makes you very sleepy. But we've got to be careful about the consumption during the stream. Like if you're prepared to watch someone have a snooze,
Oh, that was
it's fine.
I got this gym bod. It was on special.
I know. You always got to go for the special.
Gym bod. Not gym bod special.
Very special.
Protein. Weird. Tasty.
Extra tasty.
Frozen thing.